Peace, bro. Peace.
We here, we here. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
One of my brothers, man. I'm doing good, man. I see you. You see you went live, man. I see you. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Hey, look. They don't want to come up in here, man. It's gonna smell like lemon pepper and fish, man. You hear me?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good, bro. You hear me?
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure my volume was good. Yeah, man. I had a discussion with one of the guys this morning. He's a Muslim. I sent him an invite, so he probably jump in. But he was saying about something about the crucifixion of Jesus in the New Testament. But they don't believe in it essentially. So peace, I heed peace. So I chose to talk about 355. So we're gonna talk about 355 and 147, and we're gonna see if they're actually confirming or denying the claim of the crucifixion and the resurrection.
Zach,
And
oh man, that's deep.
I, yeah, I think it's opposite. So they put it in a way now to where they don't believe in it because they interpret the verse in a certain type of way. But we're gonna see if that's to be true. So
That's deep. Hey, look. When you coming with something, I know you coming with some good cooking. I'm at the table ready to eat, man. Let's get it. I know you finna cook with something crazy right now. Let them come on up in here, man. Hey, you see how the dude was doing that live?
he ain't wanna come. Yeah, what I do? I ain't even did nothing. So, what kind
My
of
brother
discussion we
Three
gonna
was
have?
on there. Three, what's up, bro? Come up, man. I don't know if he want to come up, though. He probably doing this thing. But go ahead. What you was saying, bro?
Yeah, the one guy that was talking when I got in the room, he was showing you the Isaiah 42 thing. Man, I done cooked him on the other app about this and everything. He don't want no smoke with me regarding that. So, he done probably told the host like, yeah, don't deal with him. So I gotta put him on down.
Hey, Three. Hey, come up if you want to, Kane. That's one of the holy homies. Holy homies. Holy fire. Like we in here. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Holy homies. Holy fire. We causing these Muslims to retire. Hey, check it out. Listen, man. Uh, for real. Listen. Listen, you see, I had to drop, man. I dropped myself when the host didn't even know what subjective or objective truth was. He said God's laws wasn't even objective. I dropped down. I said, okay, man, that's why I see why you got them up here interrupting everything to try to pick up your slack. Man. I ain't dealing with that. Holy homies, what up, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Hell yeah, they be having a lot. They be dropping the ball, but acting like they picked it up. Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah, I was just in that live you was in, man. Dude. Hey, you
Funny,
was
you know what's so funny? I noticed you when I was about to leave out. I'm like, oh snap, ball up. I was really, this don't be killing my battery. TikTok be just destroying my battery every time I get on it. That on FaceTime, it just be dying out. So I be getting up out of there a lot of times so I can put my phone down and let it cause I just be sizzling my battery.
yeah. Hey, so I came to the party on the tail end. Was you running 1094 or you was running something similar to that? What was you running on?
No, I mean, I was quoting 1094 and Surah Sajda, so I was quoting those two. I use them in parallel. I think most people, uh, I think they was thinking I was going to use the Islamic dilemma. I don't use the Islamic dilemma much. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Islamic dilemma, I thought certain things I thought of when I first left Islam. So they're not really arguments to me. They're statements. There's foundational statements. So the Islamic dilemma is a foundational statement. Certain things are just like, all right, it's foundational. So, but it's not something that's going to get them to leave their religion. They used to that thinking. So I don't
Well,
really
you
use it.
never really you try to use that the approach anyway to get them to leave their religion, but more seeing something that may cause them to think essentially.
Yeah, well, meaning I use it as a format for the bigger argument. So yeah, exactly in a sense, because I'm an ex-Muslim, I know that Suratul Yunus is not going to get a Muslim to leave. Neither is Aisha being sick. So these are more wow factors to the foundation of Islam. So these things more to make sure it keeps it from promoting or getting too popular when you see things like this. This is what that's going to help do. That's going to help the audience from being convinced Islam is true, right? So that's where Aisha comes in, the Islamic dilemma. That's going to help non-Muslims see the reason why they shouldn't become Muslim. A Muslim is not leaving because of Suratul Yunus or the Islamic dilemma, or is not going to leave because of Aisha being sick. So that's why it's not my main argument. Most of them, they're not going to leave for most reasons, but to help do more damage than they used to, because they get callous. Just like any religious person, they get callous to certain arguments when they hear it over and over again. So how to make sure they have doubts in their belief is when they have a string of new positions, not necessarily new arguments, so to say, but new positions that they can't handle that expose them. That's what really works with Muslims. New positions where their scholars, their Quran or the Hadith have any answers, and they're stuck with a reality that's incomplete. So that's what I try to do. And this one, Suratul Yunus and Suratul Sajda, is what I use to show the contradiction between the two. So it's really more so, I'm not going in for the Islamic dilemma, which they was assuming that's why the arguments was off, but I was going in to prove the contradiction. It took them so long to figure out. They was arguing the Islamic dilemma. They couldn't even tell until to the end that I was using the contradictive part of the doubt. They couldn't understand it.
Yeah, because they train to think one way. So I don't know you as well, but I know brother three here. We met a couple probably a month ago or something like that. So my position is I hold to the Old Testament. I'm a teacher of the Tanakh essentially. I hold to that. However, the scholars in my sect they often engaged in reading other literature as well, such as the New Testament and the Quran, or maybe the Mishnah, Talmud, or whatever, just to be literate in the religions around them. So one thing when I read the Quran, you ever heard of 355, right? Or
Yeah,
both?
yeah.
So, well, you a Muslim, of course. Well, you
Well, I
ex-Muslim.
mean, X, yeah.
I'm sorry, X. That's what I meant to say. So one thing I'll point out here is when it says mutawafika wa rafiuka. Okay, so the word mutawafika it's a participle, and it's conjugated in the reflexive verb stem. It's a causative reflexive verb stem. So Allah is declaring to Isa, right? It says Id qala lahu ya Isa. All right, so he's speaking to Isa. Allah is speaking to Isa, and he says Inni. So indeed I am mutawafika. I'm going to take you. Now in this conjugation, this word wafa can only have two meanings. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're probably familiar with this. When we talk about two unalivings in the Quran, you have two types. One is at sleep, so a temporary. So when you sleep at night and you wake up, that's a temporary mutawafika, a temporary death. And then you have, or unaliving, and then the other one that's permanent, when the soul permanently separates from the body. All right, those are the two types of unaliving mentioned in the Quran.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this conjugation here, it can only have one of these two meanings. So Allah could either be telling Isa that, hey, you're gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna raise you up, I'm gonna wake you up. Or he could be telling him, I'm gonna cause you to unalive, and then I'm gonna raise you up from that. So it's one or two options essentially. Now to refute the claim here, what they try to do is go to 4:157, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Well,
4:157.
I'm familiar with Luke. I'm not necessarily familiar with that in per se, but I am familiar with Luke. Yeah.
No. Surah 4:157.
Oh, Surah 4:157. Yeah, yes. I'm familiar with Surah 4. Yeah, I got you.
Right. So this is how they try to cover up the claim here. They say it was made to appear so, meaning that when they interpret it, that means that another man was put in place for Jesus. It was somebody that looked like Jesus. It wasn't really Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, not only is this nonsense, because Jesus had a reputation where he was from. He was being ran across this way, ran across that way. People knew what he looked like. It wasn't like kind of like he was like, hiding. He was making public appearance. Okay, so even the guy that traded on him, Judas, was from his camp essentially, and he's the guy that ratted him out. So there is no way that they can be taking the wrong guy. And he was persecuted, put on trial. Everybody saw him. If there was any doubt that that was him, anybody that saw that day could have said, no, that's not even him. You see what I'm saying? So that takes that off. That's nonsense. All right, so let's look at this from using the accounts of the New Testament, regardless if we believe it or not, or whatever the case may be. This is the account of Jesus. We don't know about this man Jesus unless we have the New Testament. All right, so in 157 it says, "For they're saying, indeed, we have unalived the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the Messiah of Allah." Now, who's saying this? This would be the Jews saying this. Now, clearly, they're taking credit for unaliving a man. There is no way at this moment here Jesus could be alive because they're saying they did what to him? They unalived him. So there's no way that he can be on the scene at all. He's not even there. Okay? So, and then they say, and then Allah says they did not unalive him, nor did they crucify him. Now, let's talk about this phrase here. What does this mean here? Does this mean that he didn't unalive and he wasn't crucified? No, it doesn't mean that. He's saying that they didn't unalive him, nor did they crucify him. Now, why is he saying this? Because in 355 he said what? Mutawafika, inna mutawafika. Indeed, I will be the one responsible for your unaliving. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. He's Mutawafika means to be taken away. Talking about unaliving, right? Not only that, he's forced to do it because of the temperament of the environment with the Jews. So they're forced to, because the environment is that they're doing everything word about mouth. They're not like kind of like us where everything is on the internet, like in that, because we're a little bit. They're closer relatives, closer associations. Everything is pretty much visual. Everything is upfront and personal, so they wouldn't know. In general, on top of the fact that he's making this statement, right? That is very much literate. It's very much there when you're reading it. So yeah,
Yeah, and,
absolutely.
and then we have to ask our question in 355. When is he having this conversation with Jesus? Now, if they say before his birth, then they hold to a pre-existing Jesus. Now, if they say some at point of his life, it will have to be where? Where does this conversation take place in the New Testament? In the Garden of Gethsemane, when he's sweating blood and he's asking God for another way. But God, he essentially musters up and he does the will of God. And the will of God is that he goes through what he went through so that what? He may resurrect him. This is why they could not find his body in the tomb. This is why Thomas said, I won't believe it until I see him. And when he appeared to him, he showed the hands, the holes in his hands. Okay? So back to 1457. Now, in the next clause, it's saying this. Now that we said, we know that Allah said he's going to be the one that unalive him, not them. So that's the caveat. But if we keep reading, it says, but was made to appear so to them, resemble to them. Essentially, something that was an illusion that they were responsible for the unaliving of Jesus, but they weren't. Indeed, those who differ over it are in doubt about it. They are in doubt about the crucifixion and the resurrection or whatever the case may be. Why? Because they have no knowledge of it, except they are following assumptions. So they're following assumptions of this.
Hold on,
Neither.
brother. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never heard that before. But it's one of the Muslims in here,
Yes, I
esoteric
got
one
it.
of them.
I got
Okay,
you.
yeah.
I got him up here. But it says neither are where was that? And they did not unalive him for certain. So why is he saying this again? Remember, the language that he's using is very particular. They did not do it. But in 355, he says he's going to do it. Now, what is the phrase used after Musa Wafika in 355? Which is, I will raise you up. So if we read 158, it says this. Rather, Allah raised him to himself. He is ever is Allah exalted and mighty and wise. So why is this phrase here, Bal rafa'ahu, important? Because it goes back to 355. So these people didn't unalive him, Allah unalived him, and then Allah was responsible for raising him up to himself. So it's teaching the same account, but it's just taking the credibility and the boasting out of the Jews' mouth because they think they were responsible for it. But y'all got it. Let's whoever want to speak after that.
I never heard that it put like that. That's kind of clever though. so, so even in the Quran, he basically was crucified. He did
Yeah,
unalive,
yeah, he did.
but it's by Allah though.
Yeah, but Allah did it.
Ah,
It was His will.
okay,
You know.
okay.
So the Jews want to boast and say, "Hey, we took his life. We took his life." Uh, Allah saying, "You didn't do anything. You're just a mere man. I was responsible. Don't you know? I'm the God. I'm all wise. I'm almighty. This is
Right,
why I rose to
exactly.
myself. You know, you think you're responsible for taking the body. However, I'm responsible for raising the soul and the body. So that's what he's telling you, essentially.
I never heard that one before. Put it like that. That's
Yeah,
actually pretty witty.
it's a definitely an interesting perspective. If you wanna, if you know the previous story and you wanna, you know, read this account here and make it make sense, also, you know, align with those stories. Now, of course, they don't teach the same theology a Trinitarian may do in the Quran. That's true. However, when it's talking about the accounts of the prophets or whatever, especially Isa in this sense, they're not denying what happened to him.
Mm. I
And this
got
is why
one
it
more.
says 159. I read 159. I'll let y'all take it. This is why it says this. And there's two interpretations on this as well. So they say, and there was none, and there is none from the people of the scripture, but that he will surely believe in him, talking about Jesus, before his unaliving, or his you know, his death. And on the day of resurrection, he will be a witness against them. Now, who are the people? Now, let's talk about the part where it says before his death. Who is that in relation to? This is one opinion is that this is in relation to the death of Jesus. Another opinion is that this is in relation to each and every individual from the people of the book. So if we go with that interpretation, which I believe is the true one, each person from the people of the book, they had to believe in Isa before their own death, and if they don't, on the day of resurrection, who's going to be a witness against them? Isa is going to be a witness against them. Why is he going to be a witness against the people who disbelieve in his crucifixion and resurrection on the day of resurrection? Because they didn't believe, right? So he's showing
Mm.
them, yeah, you were disbelieving in this, and now on the day of resurrection, I'm showing you, I'm a witness against you. So yeah, that's what it's saying there. But y'all got it. I'm gonna let whoever want to speak after that go.
I got a I got a question for you. Now that's I never heard. I'm gonna have to do some digging on that. That's kind of witty right there. I never heard that position. But I do want to ask you this though. What would be the transliteration of the word John or
Yohanan.
okay? Now the word Yahya, what would that come? What would that be? That would be the Arabic version of what?
Yes, that'll be the Arabic version of that name. Yeah, yeah. Yohanan.
So okay, so Yohanan. Okay, okay. I'm just taking
Yeah,
notes.
they I don't know necessarily what happened with names all the time in Arabic, but sometimes like a name like Zachariah, they keep, you know, it's proper, you know, pronunciation or whatever, or at least something close to it. And then some names they completely like change. Like it has like a completely different pronunciation altogether with it. So I don't know what happens with that sometimes.
Because one of my brothers three right here putting out in Surah 19:7 that in the Quran where it says I don't know if you want to pull it up or not, but 19:7 it says that it was a name that Allah has never given before, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
and it was Yahya,
Right.
and he found John name all over. Like there's plenty Johns in the Bible before John the
Yeah,
Baptist. That would be an
that,
apparent contradiction.
yeah. That
And
would
so
that would depend. So, and this is why I always say before you kind of like want to see how else would they can understand that, because somebody may counter you with, oh, that's not what it means. You know, they may say it means something else. So you want to be familiar with that counter. You know, essentially. So, um, but if we do look at it from that point of view, then yeah, it will be a contradiction, right? Because we know Yohanan or Yahya is not the first time we will see that name, with, you know, John with that name essentially. It's a common name essentially, yeah. So
one of the brothers esoteric up here said that uh, that Yahya is not John. He said that's not John. That's not a trans. That he said that that translation isn't. doesn't go to that. I mean, if you translate Yohanan or anything from Hebrew to Arabic, it won't be Yahya. If you do it from English to Yahya, it won't be John as well.
Well, who is he saying Yahya is? Who is it then? If it's not John, that's what I would ask. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Go ahead, so.
How's everybody doing, man?
How you
How
doing,
you
Eso?
doing,
How
bro?
you doing, brother? Bless.
I'm all right.
Yeah, so I guess he put something out there where I guess you say that Yahya isn't John. I don't know. I'll let you speak for yourself. So,
No, yeah, it's John, but it's a different name.
okay, a different name than like the Hebrew name, or like what do you mean, like
Yeah, than
different?
John. John in Arabic is Hanana, and we have that
I
name
know.
for him in the Quran. It's Hanana,
Right,
grace.
yeah, so his name in Hebrew will be Yohanan. Does
Yohanan.
that sound?
Yeah,
Yeah, does that sound familiar or
right.
like
So
slightly
that
familiar?
right. So that's two names he got. So he got Hanana, Yohana, and then Yahya,
What is it?
Yahya.
The name besides you what you told me? What does it say it again for me? Hanana.
Hanana is Yohana. You already know that.
Oh, no, I just want to know what it means in Arabic. That's all I wanted to make
Grace,
sure.
grace, grace. It means the same thing. Grace.
Grace. And does it have like the theophoric name in it at all? And it'll
No,
be
no,
in it.
no, no. Just Hanana.
Okay.
And
All right.
it's not really his name in the Quran. It's just grace of God, like grace from God. Like
Hmm.
God gave him grace, but it's not really his
Right.
name. It's like an honorific title for him in the Quran.
I got you. So that's
And then,
so that's what
yeah,
his
yeah,
name is Yahya. What does Yahya mean then?
he lives. So we kind of believe, some of us kind of believe he didn't die like Jesus. Both of them stayed living.
Okay. All right, because of that. Is it because of that alone?
No, because the same thing statement we have for Jesus in the Quran, we have for Yahya. Peace be upon me the day that I died, the day of my birth, the day that I unalive, and the day I'm raised again. You have the exact same statement for both of them. Both of them were born by the miracle of the word. They are like parallel, and Muhammad saw both of them in the second heaven. So they are
Mm.
like parallel to each other. So we are having this, we are studying it right now that he also lives on and wasn't really unalive, just like Jesus.
Okay, so what's your opinion on the word mutawafika?
That's simple. That's take back. It happens to us every night we sleep, and we are not
Mm.
unalive. But the same word is used in the Quran every night we sleep. Itawafika our souls,
You know
and
what?
those of us.
You know what's interesting? I had talked about that point. That's in 660,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he did.
Right. Yes, so.
Yeah. I'm not sure where it is, but yeah,
Yeah, it's in 660. The death that you mentioned there, which is the temporary, right? I
yeah,
agree. This is one part of, or one, type, let's say, type of death in the Quran, where it's just, at night when you sleep, but in the morning, Allah essentially restores your soul with your body. However, there is another, right? What is the other type of death?
the same one is the same verse talks of both in one verse. It says those he decides it's the real unaliving, he keeps the soul. So it's done. He
Okay,
doesn't return it.
so we have two types, right?
Of Tawafika.
Or of muta wa fika. So the only two meanings we can have in 355 is a temporary death, as in like he sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the one concept, and the other one, if his soul is literally removed from his body, correct?
Correct.
All right. So what interpretation are you under? Because Allah does say Himself, "Inna mutawafika," so He does take responsibility. Correct.
Right.
I think that has to be set as the foundation for this whole thing. Correct.
Right. So there are two ways Muslims can have it. There were early Muslims who believed he unalive, but just not on the cross
Okay.
or by stoning, which is what the
Okay.
Jays. The Jays say it was stoned. The Christians say it was on the cross. Both disagree with each other, and the Quran is like. So some scholars in the beginning used to say, well, he unalive by God. God did it,
Yeah.
not on the cross though. So
Okay.
that's.
No problem.
But the
No.
popular reading today is not at all.
It's
He
the
was
other one.
taken
It's
up
right.
alive
The popular reading today is that somebody was placed in
instead.
this place, right?
Right.
I would disagree with that, for several reasons. For one, it's not in the Arabic itself, is that's more of an interpretation. And then like if we, because I'm not a Christian, so I have no dog in the fight essentially. But if we do use the accounts of what we do know about, Jesus in the past, then I will consider those things and consider that he had a reputation. He had a guy that was inside his camp rat him out, you know, point him out essentially. And he had a trial, and he had to carry his cross this whole way. Anybody that you know, was looking at this man here and knowing him from the past could have seen, oh, this is him or it's not him. It was a whole bunch of time that could have went by, and people even at his, unalive, and his mother was there. So to even trick his mother in that way would kind of be impossible for me.
That's
So I'm under the impression that when Allah says mutawafika, this is not the sleep at night death, but the other one. Okay, and
right.
I'm up.
That's quarter of the evidence. If you look at
Mhm.
that's 30% of the evidence. If you look at 70% shows how he escaped.
Okay. All right. So we'll talk about that per se. All right. So and you have an escape narrative in the Quran, is what you're saying.
Oh, in the Bible. The Bible is actually
Oh, the
loaded with
Bible.
at
You're saying
least
in the Bible he escaped. So in the
there are at
Bible
least
they don't
like
teach he was. The Bible say he didn't.
yeah.
None of that.
When I read the Bible, I see like 7 absolute escape hatchets. Like
Well, I just want us to be remember. Let's be, because that would be kind of like your opinion in that case.
yours
But
too was your opinion.
well, I mean, I think it's a fact that the New Testament teaches that happened to him. I
No,
mean, you
it's a
guys,
fact.
I let the
It's also
Christians.
a fact that the New Testament teaches that it doesn't, that he escaped. So it's just opinion versus opinion. And I'm saying I have 7 points, you have 3.
Okay, what is the point? What is where did he escape in the New Testament? Maybe I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, the points or where it is that he will not be
Where
unalive.
did he escape? You say he escaped in the New
Yeah, there are
Testament.
7 points of escape. Point number 1, the minute they came to arrest him, the Holy Spirit itself came into town, shook them, bust them to the ground. Everybody
No, hold on.
fell.
Can you get the chapter and verse for me?
1 sec.
Thank you. Oh, you got 3 y'all from y'all both 3 in here, so I don't know what y'all got going on for 3. But y'all familiar with that Jesus escaping in the New Testament? Maybe
Uh,
I'm familiar.
no, 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 no. I'm not as familiar with any lie from the devil like that he escaped. I don't believe that.
Okay. Is it true that the New Testament, teaches the death, burial, and resurrection, or does it not teach it? Maybe I'm misinformed.
No, it does. It does. It teaches the death, burial, and resurrection for sure. Yeah.
So that wouldn't be like my personal opinion if I'm saying like it taught that.
No, no, it won't be a personal opinion. No, no, that's subjective right there. It takes that
Okay.
right there. I mean, people can make it subjective by choosing not to, but it's subjective truth right there. It's like 2 + 2 is 4, but I can just choose not to just want to believe it for some reason. But if you
I
just
got
add it
you.
together,
Yeah, because
it's
he was
subjective.
kind of saying that because maybe like I'm not an expert on the New Testament or like that, so maybe it is something there that said he got away and I missed it.
Uh,
But
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
all right.
Um,
John 18:6 is one of the escape hatchets. John
Okay, John
18:6.
18, and this is the moment of his
When
about
they
to
came to get him.
persecute him and all this. Okay, John, what? Hold on, let me look it up. 18:6.
Mm.
Can you can start reading it for us if you got it. I'm
Yeah,
putting
and
it
I am Jesus, he said. And Judas the traitor was standing there with him. When Jesus said, I am he, they drew back and fell to the ground. Again, he asked, what is it you want? So for us, this is one of the escape hatchets. This means
Wait,
the
one
Holy
second, one
Ghost.
second, one second, one second. You said that the New Testament taught that he did escape. So because they fell back when he said that, is that your interpretation? Like they fell on their back, like
Yeah,
he said.
you were given the evidences that you saw. These
Well,
are
I'm just
my
asking. I just
right.
wanted to know, like, if
Yeah,
we keep
these are
reading,
the
like, one second. I just want to know if we keep reading, is it going to agree with what you're saying? Is it going to say he was taken or was he not taken?
it's gonna continue saying he was taken and all of that.
Okay, so it doesn't teach an escape, but this is what you interpret as well. He could escape at this moment. We don't hold to what happened after this.
Right. Now we
Okay,
interpret
all right. Go ahead. Next one. What's
I,
the next
I interpret all of this based on Hebrews 5:7.
one? Okay, what's the next verse? That
Hebrews 5:7. The main one is 5:7. Hebrews
Okay, go
5:7
ahead.
categorically says he would not they can't unalive him.
It
Okay, go
says,
ahead.
all the days of Jesus' life, throughout the days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers with tears and cries to the one who could save him from being unalived, and he was answered because of his reverent submission.
Was Jesus
So,
saved from death according to the
yeah,
narrative?
no, this is where the Christians now speak something that's not English. I don't know what language they speak. When they say resurrecting means being saved from death, that's not English. That is
Well,
that's
if you die and God rescues you from dying, what is that called?
you're already too late. You died. Yeah, it's too late. Before we
Yeah,
talk
you
about anything
die.
else, yeah, then it's too late.
So you're in a state of what? Death, right?
No, yeah, it's too late. Once you've
Okay. So
unalived, the prayer is not answered.
what?
Before you start talking of what happens after,
No,
everybody's resurrected.
no, the prayer. No, everybody's not resurrected because
Everybody.
no, there is a day of resurrection. For
Yeah,
sure. But the
eventually.
New Testament is making a claim that Jesus is the firstborn from the dead.
Right. So that means all of us we are not gonna unalive. We're gonna be saved from death. Is every human being gonna be saved from death? Because we are all gonna resurrect,
Yeah,
some sooner than others.
everybody's not going to resurrect. God
Everybody.
willing, some of you
All
do.
right. All right. So
But
everybody who resurrects is just like Jesus, right? He's just fasted.
yeah,
Time is ready.
in a sense, when you have
Okay.
that day, yeah, for sure, no problem. You will
Okay.
be
So
saved from death. I have no
okay. So
problem
we
with
are
that. So one
all
second,
right.
so that the fact still remains that Jesus was saved from death,
Okay.
regardless if
So
you're saying that he died and the God didn't save him before that. Again, that
all
would
right.
be
So
you
you're
reading the
saying that
text and
all
forcing your interpretation on
so
it
you're saying that all good people are gonna have the exact same miracle as Jesus. We are
and being
all gonna
saved
be
from
saved
death.
from death. Yeah, we
Yes,
are
that's
all
the
gonna
day
be
of
saved from
resurrection.
death. So
In the Quran, does it say in 4:159 that Jesus is going to be a witness against the people on the day of resurrection?
right, that's a different topic. Let's just get the
Well, I'm
the
just,
grammar.
it's
Let's
not
get the
really a
grammar
different
right.
topic. It's really on the
It
topic,
is.
really. No,
Let's
it's
get the
not.
grammar. Let's get the grammar right. What is death and what is being saved from death? Being saved
Yeah,
from death means resurrection. So everybody is gonna be saved from death.
okay. What's your
Everybody.
problem?
So all of
Why are
us.
you beefing with Jesus then?
I'm not
Because God
beefing with
saved them
Jesus.
from
I'm
death.
just saying this is not English. You're speaking Marjan right now. If a
What I'm
person
saying
says,
that Jesus was saved from death by God. That's what he said. He's
yeah,
going to
just
raise
like
them up to himself.
okay, so if you say if your principle is consistent, let's see how consistent it is. Was Lazarus saved from death or not?
Yeah.
So he's not the first to be saved from death. Lazarus was saved from death.
No, not necessarily because he dies after that. So there is a difference there. So that's a separate. No, I mean, again, I'm not a Christian. Remember, I don't have a dog in the fight.
You see, there's
So
so many problems here.
one second. Let me don't get the cracking and giggling. That's a fact. Did Lazarus die after that? Did he have a true death?
Right. So, but he was saved from
Okay.
death, like
Was
Jesus.
yes.
Then
Listen,
he,
we already addressed that. I
right,
agree. Jesus
okay,
resurrect. He saved him from death.
right.
However, what I'm pointing out to you now is,
You're
according to the
running. You're
narrative,
running. You're running.
I'm not
Stay
running from
there.
nothing.
Why do you
Stay.
run? Let's
I'm
stay
not
there
running. I
before
just
you
dealt with
run.
it. I'm not.
Let's deal with what
Bro,
you dealt with.
one second. Don't get the over talking now. I just dealt with the point. I'm not running from it. I'm asking you a question now in response to that, actually.
How?
So I'm
When I've not
asking.
finished, I've not finished landing my question, my point. I've not finished landing the point on Lazarus, though. You keep
Okay,
running somewhere.
Lazarus he was resurrected by or saved from the
Let's
death by Jesus. Now go ahead.
let's ask the Christians, since you're not a Christian. Do you guys believe Lazarus was saved from death, just like Jesus was?
No, I don't believe that he was saved from
See,
death.
this is a problem. So you see the
I
problem?
think that
There's no
No,
consistency.
but like brother said, he has a true death because Lazarus is in the grave still.
But
right.
at that point, he was saved from death, just like
So
Jesus, and then he
so
died later.
he
And
so
this is
so
what I'm trying to point out. And he wants to get caught up on it because he feel like this is a good point here. The reason that is yes, Jesus resurrected just like Elijah in the Old Testament resurrected the young boy from death, just like Elisha also did the same thing. This is very well true. However, the New Testament is talking about something significant, which is that Jesus didn't face a death after his resurrection. That he was raised up to God.
Right.
That's their claim. Okay, that did not happen with
Right. He
Lazarus.
didn't
So
have a
the,
second death after he was saved from death, just like everybody else. He didn't have another death
right.
again.
but he
But listen,
died.
Look,
but
listen.
Speak
No,
not.
I
English,
don't.
bro. We are
No,
speaking.
that
You're
doesn't
not speaking English, bro.
that doesn't hurt me. That doesn't like you just playing emotional games. Just like Elisha resurrected the young boy in the Old Testament, that young boy later died. Just like
All right.
Elisha did the same thing, he later died. So you think you about to pull emotional stunts in here like, oh, you just not speaking English. That's what happens.
Let me know when I can speak.
You can speak.
Okay, thank you. So I want to ask you a question. So if I'm about to go to battle, go to war, or whatever, and I say,
Mhm.
God, please save me from death in this. I'm going to war. I'm scared. Please save me from death. Can you tell me what that means?
Yeah, save me from being unalive.
And if I go to the battle and I'm unalived, did he save me from it?
Well, it depends. Did he resurrect you?
If I'm unalived, did he save me from
No, he
it?
didn't save you
You're not
from the
speaking
unaliving.
English.
No, he
If
didn't
I was
save you from the.
unalived, I prayed.
He didn't save you from the unaliving. You unalive. Now I'm asking the question: did he raise you up after that?
Right. So I'm saying, so if I go to the battle and I'm unalived, are you gonna say I was saved from death when you see that happen, or you say you're
No,
unalive
me
when
on the
you
outside
resurrected?
looking in. No, I'm not. That's exactly what happened in the New Testament. They saw him unalive and they mocked him. They said, "This guy can't be the Messiah. Save yourself."
Okay. So how
Exactly.
was I
Exactly.
saved from unaliving when I unalived?
So from the outside looking in, somebody would mock. Somebody would say, "Yeah, God forsaken that person. God left them there astray."
Because you're
That's what they would
unalived.
say. That's the outside looking in. However,
Oh,
the New Testament. One second. Remember, I'm being fair to your points. I'm answering all your points. It's not difficult. So in the narrative of the New Testament, it's saying that yeah, these people mocked him. They said, "Save yourself. If you're the son of God and you're the king or whatever, save yourself. Get down from the cross." They were mocking him, and he very well died on the cross according to the New Testament. However, God redeems him by resurrecting him from the grave. So he gets the last laugh. And he comes back and he appears to his disciples for a reason, for that very reason, to show that exactly what he was telling them from the start. So this is a different thing here. So I mean,
all right. So yeah. So
is he say? So let me ask a question: if he dies and Allah raised him, is he being saved from death?
no, he's being resurrected just like everybody, only faster to me. So I can agree. We can just agree to this. That's it. I'm going to be resurrected too. And some of us who unalive,
And
like right at Judgment
are you
Day.
gonna be so on the day of resurrection? Remember, what is that? Is that the soul re-enjoining the body? Correct.
Yeah, the same thing.
So
Everybody.
before you were what?
Just the same as Jesus. Just like
No,
Jesus.
no.
The
Before
people
what was
who
your state? But no. That's not what I'm asking you. Before you were resurrected, what is your state?
I'm separated. My soul is separated from my body. And when
You
I'm
what?
resurrected, my soul is
Why you
separated from.
are you dead? Are you
I'm
dead?
just like Jesus was. My
Are
soul is
you no
separate
no?
from my
I'm not
body.
asking you if you just like Jesus was. I'm asking you were you dead.
Just like Jesus. My soul is separate from my
I'm
body.
asking you were you dead.
Just like Jesus. Jesus was
Okay,
dead.
no
I was
problem.
dead.
Listen,
It's the
you're
same
not
thing,
hurting
bro.
me. I'm not a Christian. You're not.
I
That
know.
doesn't.
You're
Okay,
acting like
so
one
just
because you're speaking
so
gymnastics language.
you could simply say yes, I was dead. You
Just
don't
like
have to say
Jesus.
okay. Say
It's exactly like Jesus.
I just want you to hear to say yes, I
I
was
was
dead.
dead like Jesus.
Okay, cool. And if on the
Let
day
me
of
say one
resurrection
thing.
you're resurrected, are you saved from that death?
According to you, I'm saved from death.
I'm asking according
According
to
to you.
you. According to you, are you
According to
saved
you.
from death?
According to me, I'm
According to
resurrected. I
you.
wasn't saved from death.
According to you, are you saved from that death?
According to me, no, I was resurrected, bro. I died. I was resurrected. According to me, according to every human being,
Go
that's
ahead,
what
3.
resurrection is.
Go ahead, 3.
But
Go ahead.
according to Christian mindset,
Go ahead, bro.
something
I'm not
Jesus
a
3
Christian.
is
That's
one,
what I'm
you're
saying. Like
just
that
like
don't that
one.
you trying to
What
use
you're saying?
Christian passages that doesn't hurt me,
You
bro.
are. No,
But
you
go ahead.
are. You're speaking
Let the
like one.
brother speak, bro. Cause you go ahead, bro.
Hold on. So the thing he's trying to do is he's trying to hold on to something to make an apparent contradiction. But when you're resurrected, like he said, so when everyone gets resurrected, when the final judgment, the final day, the final hour, is that a resurrection? What happens to your body? Can your bodies now see death again after that? Yes or no?
No, no, you're saved from death. It's a
Okay,
wrap.
thanks. So so
Hey, look,
so
you hear what
so
he just said?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
saved from death.
exactly.
It's a
Thank you.
wrap, bro. Hey, I'm
Exactly.
speaking
Exactly. Hold on.
I'm speaking Christian
Hold on.
language.
Hold on. But see, this is the thing. The resurrection, you have a glorified body. That body that
It's
you
like
have cannot
Jesus.
see. You
Your
could that
problem,
body
bro.
cannot
Stop
see
saying that.
that that body cannot see corruption or
Just
death.
like Jesus.
Bro, stop saying
Right.
that. We
So
get it. We understand that. That's the whole point of the day of resurrection, for you to be like Jesus. That's why he's going to be a
Exactly.
witness against you.
I,
Okay,
I
so stop
can't find
saying
any
that.
symmetry
That's not a
breaker
good
other than
point.
time.
That's not a
Other
good
than
point, bro. Stop
time, I
saying
don't
that.
see any symmetry breaker.
Like you cut him off just to say that. That's not a good point, bro. Go ahead, bro.
that's what I'm saying. He doing it on. He know what he doing. So again, esoteric. When you are resurrected, you have a glorified body. Your body no longer sees to see corruption. So that body won't see death again. You won't be laid back into the grave like Lazarus is in the grave. So once Lazarus is rose back up, then he'll have a resurrected body. That's why Jesus is is the first one, the resurrection. He has a glorified body. His body cannot see death. It did not see.
What
So,
about
so
me? What about
what
me?
about
I'm
you?
gonna die once and
What about
Hey,
resurrect
bro,
once, just like Jesus.
you're gonna die like everybody else in this world, and then
Jesus.
and there's gonna just like Jesus did, and
Okay.
on the day of resurrection, you're gonna either be resurrected and have
Okay.
eternal life, or you're not.
Okay. And if I'm
That's a good
resurrected, if
point.
I'm a good guy, I'm gonna be resurrected and
You're gonna
glorified,
be
but just
resurrected
like
just how
Jesus.
Jesus was a long time
So
ago.
the only difference is time. His took
Okay,
3 days. Mine
okay.
takes.
So
If
what?
I'm one of the people who it happens to at the last blow, the end of life, Armageddon, mine may also take 3 days.
So
The
what?
Armageddon is happening right now.
Okay,
If the
no,
real
no
Armageddon
problem,
is
no
happening,
problem, no
there's no
problem,
difference. So we're
no
just
problem,
same
no
thing as
problem,
Jesus.
no problem, no problem. I'm not a Christian. I don't know what you're trying to argument you're trying to make. The point is,
Because they're trying to argue
you're being
their
saved from
argument.
death. Yeah, the point is you're being saved from death. That's the point here. I don't. I'm
Exactly.
not here. I'm not here to make an argument that Jesus is God
Now
and you
that
can be like
said,
Jesus. So one
now let me
second.
respond.
So the conversation is about 355 and 1457. Not about is Jesus is God or not, and can we be like Jesus and or just like Jesus? Yeah, just like Jesus, you will be resurrected when it's your time. Yes, no
So let me
problem.
make my point now. My point
Okay.
is we can agree to disagree. My point is, as a human being, when I read die or being saved from death, it means you are not gonna honor life. To
hmm
you people, it simply means what happens to everybody.
hmm
And we can agree to disagree. But when I
Okay.
read that, I say he was saved from death in the real sense that a normal human being thinks, not in the
Okay.
Christianology. That's it.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree. So that's one
Yeah,
of the evidences.
I
I'll
got
give you another.
I got you. So you didn't establish a text where Jesus escaped in the New Testament. You
No,
didn't at all.
no.
Right.
To you, I didn't establish
No,
it
one
to you.
second.
To me,
Yeah,
this is.
one second. Once I just let you speak.
I didn't establish it to you.
You didn't. You went to a text where it didn't say anything about him escaping. You said you agreed after you said I asked you if we keep reading this chapter here, are they going to capture him? You said yes. Okay, so that's not an escape route. So you didn't bring anything from the New Testament to show he escaped.
No, I brought it, and we had to agree to disagree on it.
No, you didn't bring.
I
If
brought
we,
Hebrews five
bro, I'm gonna
seven.
ask you the
Hebrews
question again.
five
I'm
seven.
gonna ask you the same question again.
Okay.
The chapter that you brought up, what was that? John? Was that
Hebrews
John?
5:7. I brought
No.
Hebrews
But
five
you brought
seven.
two of them. You brought what was the one before Hebrews 5:7?
Hebrews 5:7.
I
John
said
eighteen
before
six. I
Hebrews
was
5.
showing you the points where it's happened.
One
These one are the
second. One
points.
second. Well, I want to start with the first one you brought up, which is John 18 and what?
Verse 6. It shows that
Verse 6.
the Holy
So
Spirit
I said,
came to
go
town.
ahead.
It shows that the Holy Spirit came to town. And something happened there. So a substitution could have happened there, like many of the early disciples believed. A substitution could have happened at that point.
Hey,
That's all I brought it for.
hey, in this chapter here, is he captured?
A substitution. The Holy Spirit came not for nothing, it came for something.
Hey, in this chapter, is he captured?
Yes, a person is captured that they believe is Jesus, absolutely.
According to the
Absolutely.
narrative, does it teach another Jesus was captured, or does it teach Jesus was captured?
It says Jesus was captured, yes.
Okay. All right. So this chapter here does not teach your point.
You can say that. Let me
No,
let,
I'm not
let me lay
saying
out
it.
my point.
The
Let me lay out
chapter
my
is
point.
saying.
Maybe you
I
didn't hear
heard
what I
your
said.
point.
No, you didn't hear my point. My
I did.
point
Your
that I
point is
told
this.
you
I'm
was
still making you right now. Your point is that you read a narrative in the New Testament, and it points that he wasn't crucified, that he actually escaped. And what you did was you went to John 18 and 6, or whatever it was, and you said this at this point here, this is where he could have escaped according to my paradigm of how I'm reading this. And I asked you after that, was he captured? You said yes. Did I say? And I said, was it another Jesus? You said no, not according to the narrative. It was the same one.
all right.
So
So
then
let
you
me
went
say,
to, then you pulled up. No, Hebrews 5 and 7, which didn't help your point at all either, because
No.
Hebrews 5 and 7 tells you that he was resurrected and crucified.
Thank you.
That's why he's sitting on the
Let
right
me
hand
state
of
my
God.
point clearly because you strawman my point. My point was the New Testament shows that he was saved from death, and we have more than 7 escape hatchets for his escape. That's what I said. John 7:18:6 is one of the escape hatchets.
What's this escape hatchet? Explain it to
Escape
me.
hatchet means if you're watching a movie, there are points when substitution could have happened or where he could have escaped. And this is one of the points where he could have escaped.
Okay,
That's what
does
I'm
it
saying.
again? This is you talking about what could have, would have, should have happened.
Yeah, that's all
According
I'm
to
saying.
according to the chapter that you're reading, was he captured?
It just depends on what bias you're reading it based on.
Oh my goodness, no, not on my bias or yours. If we just keep reading the plain verses that are there, is
The
he
plain,
captured?
the plain verses say he was captured.
Okay, thank
Reading
you.
it plainly.
So
But
yeah.
reading it the same way you read Hebrews
I don't
5
believe in
7,
I don't believe in the New
the
Testament.
same
You
way
don't
you
believe in
read
the New Testament.
the same way you
I don't
read
believe in the
Hebrews
New
5
Testament.
7,
I don't believe in the New Testament. You don't believe in the New
you
Testament.
do. You do. The
So no,
same way you read Hebrews 5 7 to say resurrecting means being saved from death. If you
yeah,
read this that way,
uh-huh.
you understand? Like you're using the
No,
Christian lens to
no,
read
you
Hebrews
painted.
5 7, then you're now using an objective lens to read this. Come on, guy, be consistent.
No, it's not. You wanna break the consistency of the New Testament about Jesus dying and and being crucified and being
I mean,
resurrected
it's obvious.
because
Like,
you read one second, bro, because you read one verse and you stop there and not read the rest of the chapter where it says he was captured and be like, well, this is, he could have got away at this point. That's lazy. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying about this. You know, the scripture says you have to rightly divide the word of God. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know that scripture, brother, but that's what it says. You have to rightly divide it. I mean, he's just not rightly dividing it. I mean, I've shown him passages where Jesus was actually crucified, even by the people that convicted him. You know, that one of them charged. You know, when they put the sign above his head on the cross, it read, "This is the such and such King of the Jews." Like, it's just pointing to who it is. I mean, it's no escaping that. Only somebody would just try to slight witty mind would
You
just
just
try
gotta
to say,
disagree
"Hey,
with it.
look, this this what it means right here." You know,
You
so
just got to disagree with it. That's all it is. But this is what I want
yeah.
to do. I want to progress the conversation a bit, if you don't mind. So,
Yeah, sure.
all right. And if you feel like I'm being unfair at any point, just let me know. And
No, you're just using the Christian eye. Like the country of the blind, they use one eye to see, and you borrowed the same one eye to see.
all
So
right, no problem, bro. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that, man. I try to take my Christian eyes off. All right, I just try to read it how you read it. Just leave the rest of the chapter out. But in
What's up,
4156,
Hebrew?
what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, good.
Give me $1.
So, are you guys discussing the crucifixion?
I mean, we was discussing, several things, but that's kind of where we at right now. I was going to ask Exo his interpretation on 159 because I know I talked to you earlier, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So, like,
So,
you're
huh?
saying the Quran validates all the New Testament accounts, right?
No, I'm not saying that everything is verbatim, the same. No, I'm not saying even we know that in regards to even the Torah, which I hold to, that everything is not verbatimly the same. However, the factor of the key points, such as in the New Testament, because that's the conversation right now with Jesus being crucified and resurrected. Yeah, definitely, it agrees with that narrative.
So, like,
That's what I'm.
so the Quran is agreeing with, like, Jesus
The
being in the
resurrection, bro.
tomb. Jesus actually got buried. Jesus, resurrected from the
He was
dead,
in the
all of that.
tomb. He was in the tomb. The tomb rolled back, and they God took his body. Yes. I don't know if the Quran verbatimly states those events out, but again, what I'm touching on, just to narrow it down, because I don't want to go into other things that the Quran doesn't explicitly talk about. I'm talking about the death, burial, and resurrection or the resurrection in particular, and his death, it mentions that, and it agrees with it. That's what I'm saying. So we can leave out the other stuff. We can just stick to that point, so we don't get all over the place. So what will be your interpretation on 4159, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's read it. Quran 4159. I've not memorized all these verses like you guys.
And Ahmad, don't be trying to take that. What is it? The JEPD, whatever that thing.
Oh,
Hey, bro,
beautiful.
No, you're
don't
good,
do
bro.
that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah. So I have this in my book. I just wrote a book, Misunderstood Jesus the Messiah. So I discussed this verse in detail in the book. So there are two readings in Islam for this verse.
That's right.
The minority reading is like as a flash before you're unalive, before you Jews who don't believe in him, and the Christians who don't believe in him the proper way, they are going to see the truth of him as a flash before they die. They're going to believe in him. They're going to be like, he's going to somehow...
One second, I want to make sure I'm following you. When it says Qabla Matihi, before his death, who death is that according to...
The person, everybody.
Every from the people of the book.
From the people of the book.
Okay,
So,
all right. I'm under that interpretation. What interpretation are you under?
So that's one. I said that. So there's one. It's kind of more minor that, and like even with Jesus, I told you like we have a reading that he unalive. It doesn't change. It doesn't force Christianity.
No
problem. So I'm free with.
I'm just trying to figure out how you look at the verse. That's all I'm trying to. Because
so
I talked about it.
Right. So this is one of them where there's going to be a flash before you. Every one of you dies where you're going to believe in him the proper way. The second one is this verse points to his second coming. That the second coming is going to establish this. This is who I really am, and you have to believe me properly.
So, and his second, so that means his second coming. That means he's coming back from something. Is he being resurrected on his second? Like, how do you view it?
Yeah, he and John at least, or according to one reading, he and all the disciples, they're going to come back to town.
Are they going to be resurrected first, or everybody
they're going to come back to earth? Yeah, they're going to come back. They're going to come back to earth. He's going to come back to live.
Are they going to be like the first ones to resurrect in this account here?
No, I don't know how. I've never understood the hadith of the disciples coming along with him because a lot of them died natural deaths. But I know Yahya probably didn't, so he's still alive.
But I'm saying when Jesus and Yahya resurrect,
they are not resurrecting, according to us.
Oh, they're not resurrecting. On the second, when their second coming that's not a resurrection because they didn't die.
They didn't die, so they're gonna.
I got you. I understand.
Hey, no, that was a good one.
No, same ball. Even.
No. He's saying, but this is what he's saying. He's saying that Jesus, throughout his life, when he was living, he never unalive. He never died.
Yeah.
So his explanation will have to be of Ina Mutawafika in 355 is that Jesus is somewhere asleep.
Mm-hmm. His soul was taken up, or he was taken up bodily.
No. Hold on. What was taken up, the soul or the body?
Either bodily or solely, and the body is sleeping, or body and soul.
Hold on 1 second. I want to know because I know we got two separations. Remember,
this is ilm al-ghaib. I do not know which way he was taken up 100%.
Okay, well the Christians say bodily and solely, so that's the resurrection here. That's when the soul joins back with the body, which is true. This is the resurrection, and he said he was taken up from that stage there. So you're saying that he sleep bodily, but his spirit may be taken up and not his body.
Yes,
or vice versa.
Okay,
so where's his body?
It could be somewhere. His spirit was taken up, or he was taken up bodily. I think the major read is bodily was taken up. That's the major read, but it might as well be sleep. I can't say this categorically because mutawafika, the tawafeta that happens to us when we sleep, he could be asleep and the God took up his spirit. But the major read is body and spirit.
So if he took up his spirit, then his body is still on earth. So on the day that he will be raised up. Well, it doesn't mention the second raising up.
All right.
Hold on 1 second.
Actually,
one second. I just wanted to get to that. So on the day that he is, because he had to be raised up a second time, because he's raised up the first time either by spirit. So then he's raised up again. This is not the resurrection according to you. So how is he going to be raised up again? Is his soul going to go back to the body, or is his body? Is his spirit just?
So I think the reading that makes sense is he went up bodily. So his whole body went up. because they say when he comes back the second time, he's just like the Christian story. He's going to descend from the sky, and people are going to see him coming down. So if
So
they
they're
see
gonna
him
see him
coming down, that
bodily
means
and but
bodily.
fully,
So they're going to say
functionally,
fully,
body,
just like
body,
the Christians, yeah,
body and soul.
body and soul coming down.
That's not
Just
how we gonna see him, by the way.
our story of him coming down is just like the Christian story that they expected will happen during their lifetime. The disciples thought they would see him. They said none of you will pass away till they see the Son of Man descending, which didn't happen, which was a
What
false
we don't want to.
prophecy.
I don't want to get into that. I just wanted to get
Yeah,
into
but that same way. It's the same way.
Okay, so you agree then? So when he
Yeah, we
raised him
agree
up
on
to
that.
himself, he raised him up bodily and soul.
Yeah, body and soul.
Is that a resurrection?
No. Resurrection means you're unalive. He did
Hey,
not alive.
when mutawafika means he slept to you.
Means we take you. It just means we
Right.
take you. The
Yeah,
word
right.
literally
To
means
you.
we take you.
No, it doesn't mean just take. It means to
No,
literally. It means to call somebody's unaliving. So
no, it doesn't.
it has two. It has again. It has two. We already talked about this. We agreed on this. It has two meanings:
No,
temporary
yes,
and then a permanent one. When your
yes.
body permanently is separated from your body, what is that called?
That's unaliving.
Okay, then. So don't make me seem like I'm stupid for saying mutawafika
Right,
means that. All
right.
right.
But
So,
yeah,
okay, so let's not get caught up on that.
yeah, but you're looking at only two ways to use mutawafika. I showed
That's
you.
the only
At
two ways
first
we
you
can
claim.
use it.
Hold
It's
on,
sleep or a permanent death.
hold on. At first you said it means death. I showed you where it means sleep. You now say now it means only death and sleep. I'm showing you that it can also mean taking the person like Enoch and Jesus up alive,
Let me
body
know
and
when you finish,
spirit.
Eso.
So it could be three ways mutawafika can work, just like Enoch. God.
Let me. You finish, Abraham. Before you speak, bro, I gotta call a witness. 3R1. You here? You still here, bro? Or three other three, or even Ahmad in this case here, because I spoke to you earlier. When I talked
Yeah, I'm
about
here.
355, was I fair in saying that it's two ways to interpret the word mutawafika? We can have two types of death: permanent, which is when the soul separates from the body, and temporarily, which is sleep at night.
Yes, there's two ways to
Okay.
talk about.
No. Did I say that? That's what I'm asking. Is that something that I said when I spoke to you earlier? Okay. So you see that, So I established that a point already. I didn't say it only means death in that sense. I established the two types.
No, until I mentioned it, you didn't mention the sleep one.
Brother,
Until I
before
brought
you
it up.
came in here, I
Okay, I
mentioned it.
wasn't here.
I talked to the brother Akmal earlier this morning. I mentioned it. That's why he's
okay.
clarifying that I did say this is a position that I do have.
All
Just
right,
like you read 159, and you said there's two ways to look at it there. I understand that too. All right. So so I'm not being unfair to your scholarship or the Quran at all.
I'm not saying you are.
All right. Well, I mean, you saying that I said only this, and I didn't only
Right,
say
I'm
that.
just saying that it doesn't mean it's only two. Okay, I'm sorry I said that. Yes, I didn't realize you had also mentioned the sleep
No
one
problem. That's
earlier
all. We can
before.
move on.
Yeah, but also the Enoch is Tawafika, Jesus is Tawafika. It's also Tawafika.
Okay, so in the Quran, because the Bible ain't on the table, so you don't have an account like Enoch in the Quran. You have the types of mutawa according to 660, okay, and according to 355. And this conjugation, it's in a participle, right? That's what the mem is there for. It's also reflexive, causative. This verb form here, mutawafika, correct? If I'm wrong, you can correct me. So Allah is taking personal accountability, saying that He's going to cause some type of unaliving. One or two ways. You're under the sense that He sleep somewhere. I'm under the sense that He resurrect him bodily and soul.
No, I didn't say. I'm not limiting it to those two. You are forcing
the Quran only
limitation.
gives us two options. That's what I'm saying.
It does not. Because one verse shows. Because one verse shows that Tawafika happens in sleep, does not mean that's the only way Tawafika happens.
I didn't say that's the only way.
And
Remember,
it
I said
also
two
does
ways.
not say, and it also does not say that when Tawafika happens in sleep, he cannot also raise the body up along. It doesn't exclude all these things.
All right, I'm gonna let Abraham speak because he came in. I wanted to give him a chance.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Peace out. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just listening. I don't know what the topic is.
I mean, we kind of talking about a couple things. I mean, the resurrection of Jesus and his crucifixion is one of them. So I mean, that's kind of what we've been talking about for the most part here. So I'm
Yeah.
under the point.
Hebrew.
Can
Yeah.
I ask you a question?
Your
Can I? No,
position
no,
your
just a
position
minute,
is
just a
not
minute,
Hold on,
just
hold
a
on, hold on,
minute.
Ahmad, hold on, Ahmad, because
Yeah,
he was like,
regarding the crucifixion of Jesus, do you know who's the most important figure in the story of the crucifixion and the trial of Jesus,
according to what? What do you mean by that?
according to the Bible?
No, I mean, what's your opinion on it? You can tell me.
It's Pilate, right?
Okay.
If you read the Gospels, the crucifixion of Jesus and the trial took less than 12 hours, according to scholarship. So they arrest him, they put him on trial, they crucify him. All this happened within 12 hours. If you read the gospel carefully, Pilate says in 3 occasions, I will punish him, I will release him. Pilate is a head of state. He's a governor. He says 3 times, according to Mark, Matthew, Luke, and even John, I will punish him, then I will release him. I find him innocent after the trial of Jesus. So Jesus went through a legal trial, and the court determined that Jesus Christ is innocent. Correct?
You asking me, or you just?
Yeah. Yes.
I think,
According
my knowledge of it,
according to the Gospels.
Yeah, Pilate had nothing. He wanted nothing to do with the unaliving of Jesus. He actually said that he doesn't deserve it. However, the
Okay.
people or the Pharisees, they pushed for it, and then he had
I
no.
know. I'll
So that's
show
what I
you
thought
a
about it.
contradiction. I'll show you a problem, a big problem.
All right, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna
Accor-
let you have like two more minutes, and then I'm gonna pass it to
okay.
Akbar.
So according to the Gospels, the most important figure, which is the governor, Pilate, says 3 times within that 12 hours, I will punish him, I will release him. I didn't find him guilty of any capital punishment. The wife of Pilate says the same thing. Release this innocent guy. Within that 12 hours, the wife of Pilate says, release him. So according to the legal Roman system, and according to Pilate, according to the wife of Pilate, according to Herodes, the other governor, all of them agree that Jesus was innocent after a trial. Why would Pilate crucify Jesus if the court determined he's an innocent? That will go against the Roman legal system. Not mention, there is another big issue, which is Jesus Barabbas, Jesus the Son of the Father. The court determined that Jesus Barabbas is criminal convicted of murdering Roman citizens, and according to the gospel, the punishment for unaliving a Roman citizen is crucifixion. So Pilate present to the Jews 2 Jesuses, Jesus the Messiah, which the court determined is in innocence, Jesus Barabbas, which the court determined that he deserved a capital punishment, which is crucifixion. My question to you, why would Pilate crucify someone the court determined he's an innocence and release a convicted criminal which the court determined he deserves a capital punishment, which is crucifixion? Why would Pilate do that?
An enemy of the state.
Yeah. So my theory is when the Quran said shubbiha lahum, it was made to appear so. It was the name was appear to them the same thing. So they had 2 Jesuses. My theory that Pilate presented the Jews with 2 Jesuses. He played on them and he gave them the wrong Jesus. And he never released the convicted criminal Jesus Barabbas. They crucify him instead of Jesus Christ.
Simple and
All
straight.
right, Akbar, what you got for me? And before I guess we get on that.
Yeah, I actually agree with that because the name Jesus is one of the most common names at that time. And then this practice of like Passover, you know, letting go of people because of Passover, you can't find this historically. The Romans never did this.
That's
Wait,
So
correct.
who said,
the
hold on, who
narrative
talking about?
that they let go of the Barabbas because of Passover, this cannot
No,
be
no, no.
historically attested.
Ahmed. What
Yeah,
I'm saying is, if pilots release convicted criminal, pilots
right.
will be in major problem because the courts
Yeah,
determine that Jesus Barabbas, Jesus the Son of the Father, deserve a capital punishment, which is crucifixion, since he unalived Roman citizens and did a revolution against the state of Rome.
right.
So why would pilots release a convicted criminal, go against the court, and crucify someone the court found to be innocent? It's a legal issue. I don't think
Right.
pilots did that
Let me go ahead and get
because
this
we
one. Let me
cannot
go ahead and get
find,
this one, bro.
historically speaking, Bart Ehrman made the comments or made the book about this. He says that the idea that a Roman governor, release a convicted criminal by the Roman court, it's nowhere to be found in the
Bro, Herman said
history
he.
of the
Bro,
Roman
Herman said.
Empire.
Bro,
Yeah,
Herman
and
said
they
he.
say it's
Let me
because
go
of
ahead and get
Passover,
it,
but
bro.
even then, the custom of
Let me go.
Passover letting go, this is not attested also. So
Hey man,
there's really no explanation as to why
y'all so
Barabbas is
far
let
removed.
go.
Y'all so far removed that the Passover is a holy day. All right, so they're
But they
not going
don't
to
care.
leave.
The Romans don't care.
It ain't about with the Romans. That's what y'all don't get. The Romans ain't the ones responsible for the Passover. The Jews are. The
But
Jews
they're
are
responsible
Exactly.
for the crucifixion.
Right.
the court of the Jews that said that Jesus should be unalive. They forced that. That's why Pilate listened to him. That's why before that he washed his hands. He said, "I ain't got nothing to do with this because y'all bugging out. Y'all are tripping." However, he doesn't want to go against the sages, the rulers, because if he
Scholarly
goes against them,
authority, but
then
even
they have a
go ahead,
problem
bro.
in Jerusalem. Yeah, they have a problem in Jerusalem.
No, no, no.
With the
He,
1 second, bro. 1 second. They have a problem
You
in
said no,
Jerusalem
no, no, but
with
brother,
the
that's the same text you using. What do you mean? No, no, no. What are you
they
talking
have a
about?
yeah, yeah, they
Go
have a
ahead, bro.
problem with the zealots in Jerusalem. The Roman soldiers are being there are revolts and rebellions happening. So you don't want to tick the Jews. Yes, you are in control of them. However, you don't want to just no, the Jews weren't going for that. So yeah, they did listen to the Jews on certain occasions on for certain things, especially in the case of Jesus and how they pushed it according to the narrative.
All right, exactly. So, and I would also like to add, um, like this whole notion of Barabbas being Jesus, the son of the Father, and everything like that, and trying to push the notion that he was the one crucified, and they let Jesus go because of whatever the reason was. They like you say, they persecuted Jesus as well, and then they brought him back. Remember, well, you don't believe, but I know you probably read it. But brother, when he went back after he had got persecuted, the persecution was the whipping, was the scourging of him. When he went back, he asked them, now what do you say? Because they wanted him unalive. So he asked them, now look at the man. He look at him. He's halfway dead. He's scourged. He's been punished.
They
Now
said
do
keep going.
what? Yeah, say it again, brother.
They said keep going. They
Yeah,
want
right. They
body.
said keep exactly. So he's pointed. So the other guy, Abrahamic, he's trying to go to a passage and say, look what they son of a he got persecuted for that. Then after the persecution, he went back and washed his hands and said, this is your doing. The Jews are the reason, not the Romans. Oh no, we're not talking about Pilate or whatever he under any condition about a innocent man or anything like that, because the Jews are the one that uh came
Yeah, they
to
said you
came
got to
to
get
this
up out of
conclusion.
here.
They're the persecutors. He washed
Yeah,
his hand with it and let them have
yeah.
it.
They don't understand that Jews have a court themselves. See, that's why I said they're far removed from
That's why he left. He
respecting the
got
people
cooked. He's done.
because
Get up out of here.
they had something called the Sanhedrin, or the whatever. I mean, even though I think it was robbed at the time, but these men were over the people. That's why Caiaphas he said what he said. He said, "Hey, it's better that one man unalives on the behalf of the nation than the nation unalive on the behalf
Right.
of one man." So
Man.
he did. He made him a hiram. He decreed him a hiram. And in your language, Ahmad is haram. which is when somebody is being defiant, being a threat to the community, can cause some type of harm to the nation. You get rid of that person by way of, you know, the appropriate means. All right, and that's what he
Exactly.
and that's what he declared upon Jesus, and it was from that council there, from that court, that forced his crucifixion, not the Roman.
Exactly. Not the that's the whole point. But see, there when they go to the Bible, they try to cherry pick these verses because their sheikh or the imam are the ones that are looking at these things and trying to scrutinize the authority of the Bible. They're missing the whole point. They don't even know that it's like right in there. They don't even know it. Like they read down, they don't
It,
see it. That's why I
like
said it's
like
clear.
like you know me myself. I deal with the Old Testament. You know I'm not a
Of course,
Trinitarian or
I
nothing
know.
like
Well,
that.
the Old Testament
But
predicts that he will not be unalived.
The
You want
Old
that?
Testament does not
We have
predict that.
15 pieces of evidence
bro,
against
y'all
him.
don't believe in the Old Testament, bro.
Has nothing to do with it. We have the
Bro,
same
Exactly.
regard.
y'all
We
don't
have the
believe in the
same
Old.
regard of the old. No. We have the same regard on the old as the new. Same thing.
Hey, bro, y'all don't believe
No,
in the Old
brother.
Testament.
You can't tell
You
us what we
cannot come
believe in
and
or what we
cherry
So
don't
I
pick
don't
believe in.
believe
and
in the Old
want
Testament
something to
because
You
if I
can't
believe.
because
You
if
tell
I
us.
can't
You
do that.
cannot tell us what we believe.
because if I read this verse right here, watch this, watch
He's
how
You
gonna
watch how
cannot.
disagree
fast
with it.
You
Exactly.
watch
cannot
how
tell
fast
us
this
what
is.
we
I'm about
believe
to
or
show
we
you.
do not
I'm about
believe,
to show
bro.
you. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you how fast you don't believe in this. Watch this. Watch
Even in
this.
the Old Testament, even in the Psalms, it says that he would
That
not let me
Jesus,
see.
he will not
Yeah,
be
yeah.
unalive. Nothing will happen to him. He will not hit his. If he barely before he
Hey,
hits his foot, angels are gonna
hey,
raise him up.
Eso.
hmm
Is this the
Read
Torah?
the other part of that.
It may or may
Is
not
this
be.
the see?
It may or may not be. It's the
Exactly.
same thing with the New Testament.
See?
It's the same way with the
Hey, three ball. Is this the Torah?
Yes. That's
All
the
right, bet.
He
Torah.
doesn't even know what you're pointing
If
to.
this is the Torah,
This is the
if I got
ignorance
five
of the
people in my
Christians.
audience, the five people that are in here, is this the Torah? If it is, put a one. If it's not, put a two.
This is the ignorance of the Christians. They can't even read what you have in front of them, and they say yes. This is how ignorant Christians are. They
That's
are
the
Hey,
dumb.
hey,
Torah.
hey, hey, these guys are ignorant. I
He
read this
doesn't
in
even
front of
know. He
these
can't read
guys.
it, but he can't
I
even
I've been in
read
interpret
it.
it in
here.
front
Imagine
of them.
that.
Listen. I'm not a phony.
He doesn't know.
So
This is ignorance of Christians. The Quran
he's
talks
been
about
here.
that.
He's seen me read from this text here. He know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
So don't let's not get into semantics and he's ignorant. This is the Torah.
He
Hey,
doesn't even
hey,
know
But
what.
watch
when I
this.
asked you,
I've been in here
you
and
said
him.
I don't know.
Watch this.
So
I've been in him.
if I read a one second, if I
Go ahead,
read a
bro.
verse from here and I ask you if you agree with it, you can take the stance. Well, I may and I
I'll
may
take the
not.
stance. I'll take the stance of Jeremiah.
You don't even know.
Is there a
You
problem
know
taking the stance of Jeremiah? Don't make
Jeremiah's
fun.
not even your prophet. He's not even your
Same
prophet.
ball. Don't
Hey,
make fun. Let's have
dude,
an
hold on, one
intelligent
second,
conversation.
I got him three. Hold on, one second.
Let's
Hey,
have
do
an
you take the whole
intelligent
book? Do
conversation.
you take the whole book of Jeremiah, or do you take
I'll take the
No.
a verse of it
stance.
and interpret it?
I'll take exactly the stance of Jeremiah.
Hey, I'm asking you a clear question. And
His
the stance of
stance.
listen. This is what I'm gonna tell you, because I don't like to play games. I don't play games when it comes to the prophets of the book. Y'all may do that on your own time, but I don't play them shit games. So I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you
That's
about the
what they do
prophet.
all the time.
One second. The prophet Jeremiah, peace be upon him. Is he a
Peace
true
be
prophet?
upon him.
Yeah, peace be upon him. Is he a true prophet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you take all of what he said, or do you just take one verse and misinterpret it and do that?
I take all of what he said based on what he said in that verse.
Hey, if he's a true prophet of God, what do true prophets of God do?
They prophesy, they speak the truth.
Do they turn people back to the Torah, the law?
Of course they do.
Is Jeremiah turning the people back to the law?
Are we going to deal with the verse
Yes,
that
we
I
are.
used?
I'm going to go to 8 and 8. I'm going to go to
Yes.
8 and 8. I'm not scared of you,
Yes.
bro. We're going to go to 8 and 8.
It
We're
looks like you
establishing
are.
ground.
You're getting scared of me. You're getting
I'm not.
scared of things I
Look.
present.
Watch this. It's right here. Chapter 8 is right here. No problem. I got
All
the
right.
verse right here. I'm not
Jeremiah.
scared of you, bro. We're establishing ground because I'm not in the mood to play games. I'm not a Christian. I'm not whoever you talked to before. When you speak upon the prophets in this book, you're gonna have some respect and you're gonna stand on something.
And I
So when I ask you a question, is Jeremiah a true prophet of God? And you say yes, that's all I need to hear. And if you say that Jeremiah is turning the people to the Torah, that's all I need to hear.
Of course.
So okay, so now let's look at the verse in question, 8 and 8. Your interpretation is that Jeremiah is saying that the Torah,
Can
the
you read the
document of
verse
the Torah.
first? Jeremiah 8:7, 5:7. Let me check it again. Jeremiah 8:8.
Let me just
Yeah, I
put it
think
up.
Jeremiah 8:8.
I'm
Yeah, read
gonna
it.
put it up in English for everybody, so everybody.
Can you read it for us first before my
Yeah, I can read
interpretation?
it. I could have did that. We're about to get it straight into that. I just want to put up in English for so everybody can see, because like you said, everybody don't know what this is. Which verse would you like to start at?
Yeah, Jeremiah 8:8. Perfect.
And can we read this clause by clause so we can teach the audience what the word is saying?
Please do. Be my guest.
All right. How do you say? Who's speaking? Echa tomeru. How do you say? Who's the speaker?
The people. His people he sent to. The
No,
Israelites.
I'm saying who's the speaker and who's the one saying this?
Jeremiah.
Okay, Jeremiah, and he's saying when he says you, he's addressing who?
The people.
What people?
His followers, the Israelites.
He's addressing the Israelites as a whole, or is he addressing a certain audience?
As a whole.
Israelites.
At least they are Pharisees.
There's no Pharisees at the time of Jeremiah.
All right, yeah, I mean Pharisees is 14th century. At least they are rabbis.
There's no rabbis at the time of Jeremiah.
That's the point, bro. They don't.
At
even
least
be
they are
knowing,
wise
bro.
men. Whoever their wise men are.
Who are the wise men?
Guessing.
Whoever they are.
Guessing.
No, that's fine. That's what we learned.
I
That's
say
what
Israelites. He's trying to.
No, it's cool.
He's
That's
trying to
fine.
run for
I got it.
it.
Hold
He's
on.
addressing his people.
We're going to learn today, bro. We're going to learn today.
Go ahead,
No
man.
problem. It's cool, bro. Everybody relax. So it's not the rabbis. It's not the Pharisees. Okay, and you said it's the wise men. So who are the wise men in the nation? Because now we have to narrow this down. He's just not speaking in general to Israel as a whole in general. No. So who are the wise men?
The people, whoever it is that reads the scripture, is who he's talking to. So that
Is Jeremiah a wise man? Is Jeremiah a wise man?
He?
Yeah,
He's addressing himself included, because he says we. He's addressing
so Jeremiah
the
is
priests, the
included.
sages, the scribes.
One second. So when he says, "How do you say we are wise?" You're saying Jeremiah has included himself in the nahnu, in the we.
Yeah, it doesn't. The text does not exclude himself.
Yes, it does. So as you just said, Jeremiah is the one saying, "Echa tomeru." How are you all saying? We are wise. He's speaking to somebody else. He's not. Is Jeremiah a prophet of God?
Yes, he is.
Does Jeremiah know the law of God?
Yes, he does as a prophet.
Is Jeremiah turning people to the law of God?
Yes, he will be.
So if Jeremiah has the law of God, is turning it to people to the law of God, how is he considering himself in this saying?
Because he, like prophets, come with the law of God downloaded in them. They know it in their heart. It comes to them in their heart. It doesn't mean they have a book with them that they have found a book when the book is messed up. Doesn't say so.
So you're saying they don't have a book at this time?
Anyway, it doesn't mean the book is straight. The book is straight. That's what he's saying right there.
Do they have a book?
They have books, yeah. Of course they have books.
Do they have the Torah?
They have what we generally call the Torah. There are two
Is
sets of
Jeremiah
Torah.
telling them? Is Jeremiah telling them to keep the Torah? Let's stay according to the narrative, not about what you.
Yeah. So can you read the verse, man? Just read the verse.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. All right. This is.
All right. Read the
You
verse,
want to get to.
man.
So how do you say we are wise?
Yes.
And the law of the Lord is with us.
Why did you say law? Are you not a Hebrew speaker? Say what he said over there, man.
Torah. Okay. What's your point?
Ha-Torah. So
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So don't say the law. Don't speak like a Christian. Ha-Torah. Okay.
Okay. What's your
Torah
point?
Adonai. The Torah of the Lord is with us. Go ahead.
Yeah, with us. How are they saying that? When what? Go
How
ahead.
do you say the Torah of the Lord
Is with
Adonai
us?
is with us?
Go ahead.
When the lying pen of the scribes have made it a lie.
Okay. So you're saying Jeremiah is considered in this group, right?
Yep, all of them. He's talking to them.
So Jeremiah doesn't have the Torah, according to your interpretation.
Doesn't have a physical copy anymore. No physical. He has it in his head, but no physical copy.
So when he tells the people, so 1 second. So because we're not done with this book. We know we're going to go back. We're going to read other verses in this chapter too. But you're telling me and the rest of the people here that Jeremiah never told the people to follow the Torah.
He says do.
That was before them, like right in front of them. Let me be specific. The Torah that was right in front of them.
But he's here as a prophet. Do you know what prophets come to do? Prophets do
brother.
not just come. Oh my
I'm
God.
asking you, the prophets in the Torah. We're not going by your theology. The prophets in the Torah are always going to point the people back to the law of Moses, as you said here, Torah
And
Adonai. Okay,
yes,
that's what they're always going to do. The Torah has
yes.
been written down and copied since the days of Moses. You're saying they don't have a physical copy. Is that
No, I'm saying
correct?
they have a corrupted copy, according
Okay, they
to
have a corrupted
Jeremiah.
copy. According to your reading here, they have a corrupted text.
Okay, so read it. You
And
read
I'm
it.
asking you,
You're putting so much
we're
interpolation.
not
Read what it
finished. We're not
says.
finished. I want to know your interpretation.
Yes,
So
according to
is
my
it your
interpretation.
interpretation that Jeremiah is going to tell the people to go to a corrupted text?
Right. He's
Okay,
telling
all
them,
right, let's keep going.
and he's
Let's keep going.
correcting, he's confirming Musaddiq Kondima. He's
Hey, that's nowhere in
correcting
here. That's
things
nowhere
as a
in here.
prophet.
That's nowhere in
Right.
here.
As a
That's
prophet,
nowhere
he's
in here.
correcting
That's nowhere
errors.
in here. You're making that up.
All
The
right.
wise men are ashamed. Who are these men? Is this
The
Jeremiah?
It's the same. The sages, the scribes.
Is Jeremiah ashamed?
No, he's the prophet, bro. He's rebuking them.
Well, why did you say up here he's included with this then?
Yeah, because he's included in verse 1. He's saying we as a whole, and here he's rebuking them. They are
Hey,
the ones
in
that are the
verse 8.
culprits.
Hey, in verse 8, it says, how do you say we are wise? And then it mentions the wise man here. You said Jeremiah is included in this. So he will also be included in this.
No, not by default. Just imagine yourself in the boat. You say it. You make the sentence out. You make the sentence.
Hey,
How do you say we are
Jeremiah
wise?
is saying, I'm gonna just read it to
Right.
you, man. Jeremiah is
Yeah.
speaking to the false prophets, the false priests, the false leaders, as he addresses in Jeremiah chapter 23. And he tells them, how are you guys are saying the law of the Lord is with us when you guys are decreeing things, right? Making up things with your pen, all right? Writing things that are falsehood.
Right. You've turned it into a lie.
One second. One
Into a
second.
lie. You just destroyed the verse, bro. You just destroyed the verse. Come on, read the verse for what it is. Can you read the verse once for what it is, bro?
Why are you panicking?
Because you're not reading the verse.
We're not going nowhere,
You
bro.
are corrupting the verse right in front of our very eyes.
We're not going nowhere.
Okay, so read the verse
Let me
once.
just read. Let me just read it. Let me just read it through phone. Let me just read it. Lo, certainly in vain have wrought the vain pen of the scribes. You happy now?
Thank you.
This doesn't change nothing for you. Now, can I continue to speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So he's chastising the false leaders, the scribes, the priests, the king, whoever's being wicked at this time. He's talking to them. And he's saying, how are you guys saying that the law of the Lord is with us? Talking about these people. They're saying that we are wise and the law of the Lord is with us. He's saying the law of the Lord is not with you because you are decreeing things that are not of the law. This is why in this verse it says the wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed. They are taken low. They have rejected the word of God. And what wisdom is in them? They don't have any wisdom because they have rejected the word of God. The word of God is not corrupt in its form, in its textual form. He's saying that these guys, what they write and decree upon the word of God is actually falsehood. If you knew the book of Jeremiah, you'll understand this. So go ahead. I'm going to let you respond while I get this verse.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll take you to, I think, 8:22 when he, is it he or a scribe actually writes things that are not Torah into the Torah. I'll give you an example.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It gets worse for you as we go further.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me pull up the verse. And he wrote, and many more words, and many more similar words.
Okay, go ahead.
Jeremiah 36:32, Baruch. You'll see an example of this happening.
36:32. Tell us what's going on in 36.
But after the king had torn up some of the Torah,
Hold on, one second.
The scribe Baruch
I
had
just
to
want to
rewrite
understand.
it.
You're saying that Jeremiah, when he wrote the letter, he wrote the Torah.
No, I'm saying at this point,
The one that the king burnt. Listen, bro.
yeah.
Stop
So
playing
Jeremiah
games.
took
Jeremiah
another
wrote a letter.
scroll. Yeah, let's read
You're
it.
saying, listen,
At
you're
least
saying
let's read
Jeremiah.
it.
Listen. We're going to read it, but we need to have
No, let's
established
read it
some
first. Like,
foundation.
you don't like reading the Torah? Read it
Yeah, I do
first,
like
bro.
reading the Torah. Yes, I do.
Okay.
We're going to read it. I just want to understand how you see the chapter.
No, you're gonna read it first.
Are you
Read it
saying that
first, bro.
Listen, are you saying Jeremiah wrote the Torah, bro? Just answer the
Read it
question.
first, bro.
No.
Just
Are
read
you
it first.
saying
You're
Jeremiah?
scared of the Torah?
What's wrong with you, bro? Didn't you
Just
say
read it
Jeremiah wrote the
first, then we
Torah?
can all remember what we're talking about.
Did you not say Jeremiah wrote the Torah?
The verse explains properly.
Hey,
Baruch.
just say yes or
There's
no.
a
Did
scribe
Jeremiah write the
involved.
Torah?
There's a scribe involved right now
Hey,
called
did
Baruch.
Jeremiah write the Torah in this
No,
chapter? Yes or no?
not this chapter.
Did he ever write and what chapter does he write the Torah and the king burns it up?
The initial one, the rewrite over here,
Where?
that's not him.
Where? What chapter? What chapter
I don't
does
know.
Jeremiah write the
You have
Torah,
to
give it to the
provide
king,
that.
and he burns it up?
I do not know whether Jeremiah wrote it himself or scribes wrote it for him. So these
Hey, the
questions you
chapter
can
that
tell
you're
us.
referring to, I'm asking you to just go to the
Yeah.
chapter where you said Jeremiah, quote unquote, wrote this, whether a scribe wrote it or whatever, and he gave it to the king, and the king burnt it. Show me that. That's what I'm asking you.
I did not say that. So if you think that's what I said, that's not what I said.
So I'm gonna ask you again: did Jeremiah write the Torah and give it to the king?
I do not know.
Okay.
I don't
all
know.
right.
I'm not
So what's
that
the point of you
scholarly.
taking us to this chapter again?
Because in this chapter, whatever they had of the scrolls, the Torah, the king burnt. And the
Hey, who
scribe
wrote the
Baruch had to
scrolls?
write it again.
So you're saying again, bruh, the scrolls that were burnt, are these the Torah?
Yes.
Okay.
They are
Let's
they
get
could be
into it.
they
Now
could
that
be
we got your
Jeremiah.
answer, now let's get
whatever.
into it. Go ahead, read it for us.
And after they put the scroll in the room of Elisha and the secretary, this
Start
is
at verse 1.
28.
Start at verse 1, please.
Verse 1, beginning of the
Start at
chapter.
verse 1. Yeah, 36 verse. Start at the first verse.
All right, here we go. In the 4th year of Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, king of Judah, the word came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Take a scroll and write on it all the words I have spoken to you concerning Israel. Oh, it's getting even better. Judah and all the other nations from the time I began speaking to you in the reign of Josiah till now.
Stop right
Perhaps
here.
when the
Stop right here.
beautiful,
Stop right here.
beautiful.
God is saying, "Ka lecha mejila sefer." Take for you a scroll of a book. Wechatabta aleya, and you should write upon it. What does he write upon it? What is he telling to write?
He's writing Jeremiah. He's writing the words of God.
What words is he writing? Is he writing the Torah?
Yeah, he's writing the words.
Does
of
it say
God.
Torah? Show me the Torah. It says Torah.
Well, he's writing Jeremiah, whatever Jeremiah is called. Is it the Nevi'im or the what is it? Nevi'im
So for an
the
example,
prophets?
you think Jeremiah is writing the books of the prophets?
Yeah, the prophets. He's writing.
So
the prophets.
how is Jeremiah writing? How is Jeremiah writing Zechariah when Zechariah isn't born yet?
Born yet.
Hey, bro, I don't know what he's writing, but he's writing part of what you have in that book in your hand, bro.
Bro, what is we
You
doing?
can't tell.
Bro?
You're asking 100 questions.
Bro,
What is he
my
writing?
God.
Yeah, because I'm asking because you don't know what the hell you talking
He's writing
about.
the
That's
words
all I'm
of
proving
God.
right now. That's all I'm showing
listen
everybody
to
right now.
him.
You don't know what
Listen
the
to
hell
him
you
talk.
talking
He's
about.
writing the words of God. Am I correct?
Hey, he's writing the word. If you read the verse, let's just read the verse for him again. Right
Okay.
upon it.
Take
Oh, no,
and
I got you. You're not understanding. You say he wrote the prophet. You should write upon it. Ko hadibarim, all the words ashedibati which I spoke to you. Al Yisrael, upon Israel, with Al Yehuda, and upon Judah, with Al Kohagoyim, and upon all the nations. Me Yom Dibati, from the day that I spoke to you, Elecha, me me Yoshiyahu, from the days of Josiah the king, where Ad Hayom Azeh until now. So if we want to see what Jeremiah wrote in these letters, we go from the day he spoke to him. These are the words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, the priests that were of Antioch. Oh, okay, yes, somebody.
Fine. Yeah.
Mute up, so
Yeah.
you got some background noise, bro.
How are you? Yeah. So he's writing.
No, I'm
part of
saying
the
mute
book,
because you had
right?
some background noise. I was reading you had some background noise. I didn't want your business to be out there. All right, so yeah, the priests that were Anatoth and the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Lord came in the days of who? Josiah, the son of Ammon, the king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. So this is the first time God begins to speak to him according to chapter 36 and verse 1. So what God is telling him to write down is not the Torah. Nothing is wrong with the Torah. He's been telling the people from chapter 1 that they have the Torah, to obey it, to listen to the voice of God, not to reject it. That's not what he has to write. What he's writing is what God spoke to him from the time of Josiah all the way up into this current time here. This is what the king burns down. He didn't write the book of Ezekiel, Isaiah, Malachi, or Micah.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Right.
He wrote
But
his book.
he been on live on this panel with Probus and them, so they been feeding, like, you know, that's what they've been doing, man. So
Stop mentioning names. I hate
hold
when
on,
people
man.
mention
Hey,
names.
hold on, man.
I just hate when people mention names around me. I
man.
do my own thing, bro.
You back up, man.
All right. I'll let you speak. So I know you don't like what he's saying, but try to keep it clean, bro. So I don't want nobody to get offended too much.
Yeah. We ain't trying for nobody, but I'm saying when you show them these things, they don't really fully understand because they just been fed these lies. So right now, what you
I do my
showing
own
them
thing, bro.
It's
I'm
cool.
not like you. I'm not a follower, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm gonna
Bro,
let you.
I am not a follower, bro.
So I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro. I'm gonna
real
let you
quick.
speak for yourself, bro. I got you. I promise you, bro. I ain't gonna be unfair up here.
Tell this person with a lot of estrogen to mute, man.
All right,
Hey,
just try to keep it,
I'm not even saying nothing, man.
just say he been in rooms with people that
I'm
say
not even
certain
on
things
that
that
no
are.
more.
I get it. I'm just saying, just so he won't feel attacked or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Esso, don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why Esso talk all the time.
Same thing. I went to a panel yesterday, and J49 is like, "Oh, you're running Dean's response argument about the vineyard." I'm like, "What's all this?" Like, I've written books. I can show you my work online from 20 years ago. I just put up a video of me doing the same stuff. 20 years I've been doing this. Like, why do people love to say, "Oh,
It's cool.
I
do my own thing, bro. I have websites for days on this
stole
stuff.
it from them.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why,
right.
man.
I have websites for days on this stuff, bro.
You stole it.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. That's what I'm saying. Let's just keep it, so that we don't, because we don't want to. I don't like the, like, when the
No, I'm just
conversation.
messing with him. I'm just playing
You know
with
what
him,
I'm
man.
saying? I know, but I'm just saying I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to go there. I just want to keep it, educational. That's all. But go,
Hey, D Marcus, come up, man. But yeah, go ahead, brother.
yeah. So you understand what I'm saying here now? It's so that this is what he wrote. He didn't write the rest of the books of the prophets. The prophet Jeremiah is the first temple prophet. Okay, around 500 something BCE. All right, so he can't write the book of Ezekiel or Isaiah or whatever. I mean, he couldn't probably write Isaiah because Isaiah is kind of before him, if you want to say that. But he's not writing the rest of the prophets, but he's writing his own book from the time God spoke to him up until that current moment. And the things that he told him, we find in his book concerning Judah, Israel, and the other nations. For an example, we have a section where he prophesies to the other nations. So first, in chapter 46, it says, the word of the Lord, which came to Jeremiah, the prophet, concerning the nations. And it starts with Egypt. All right, in chapter 25, he makes all these nations drink the cup of God, the wrath of God. Then we have Philistine and Gaza. Then we have Moab. Then we have Ammon. Then we have Babylon. Then we have, still Babylon. And then we get into something else. I think
Just don't want to read the verse, man. You don't want to read the verse.
I did read the verse, bro. What
You
verse?
want
What
to
other verse?
one in question. This is it. I just checked AI. AI said he wrote the oracles. He wrote probably Jeremiah chapters 1 to 25. Like what are we talking about? So this is Jeremiah. So now let's look at what happened to Jeremiah.
Bro, you said he wrote the Torah, bro.
Well,
that's why we here. You say.
But I'm going to tell you that there are two Torah. I can go to the Torah.com. There's Torah, which is just the 5 books, and there's another use of the word Torah, which includes the Keta'im and the Nevi'im. So I'm not wrong according to the real Israelites.
You are wrong.
You want me to show you on the Torah on Chabad? I'll show you on Chabad.org that the prophets is included in the Torah.
Listen, bro, relax. We're right here at the verse. You are wrong. I just showed you that clear as day.
Let's go to Chabad. Wrong. Do you know more than Chabad? Jeremiah is part of the Torah.
No, it's.
There are 2 uses of Torah.
Hey, brother, this is a Torah. Hey,
okay. Does it include Jeremiah?
The Torah is the first 5 books. The sections after the Torah is what we call the Nebi'im, the prophets. That's why it's an acronym.
But there's another use.
Tanakh. 1 second. It's why it's an acronym for the Tanakh. The T stands for Torah, first 5 books. The N's for
I know that.
Nebi'im, the prophets.
Should I take you to
No, you
Chabad, where
don't.
Chabad says they also call the prophets, the Ketem and the Nevi'im, Torah? Should I take you to
Oh my
Chabad.org?
goodness, bro.
Should I take you there? Give me the big screen. I'm going to
Bruh,
show
I
you on
don't care about what you talking
Chabad.org.
about. No goddamn Kabad.
So you know more than Chabad? You know more than
Kabad
them?
is not. Kabad is not going to tell you that the first 5 books are the prophets. They're not going to tell you that. They have to section it out. T.N.K. Torah, Nebi'im, and writings. So I'm
And
not even.
they are
I don't
also
that's,
called
that's
Torah.
a waste of time. That's a waste of time. We're dealing
Okay.
with it's in the verse right here.
So
The
now,
verse says.
all right, so let's look at the
One
verse.
second. The verse
What
says take a
happens?
book. 1 second. The verse says take a book and write upon it what?
What is it that he wrote? Tell me what he wrote. Stop asking me questions.
I'm about
You
to read it. I'm
tell
about to
us.
read the verse to you again.
You tell us what
I'm
was
about to read
written.
it to you again. I'm about to
Now
read it
you
to
want to read.
I'm about to read it
Each
to
time
you
you
again.
ask me questions you don't want to read. Now you want to read.
Hey, 3,
Tell
did
me
I read
what
this
he
verse
wrote.
already?
What was written?
Did I
Yes,
read it?
you already
Okay,
read.
I'm gonna read it
You
again.
already read that.
What
bro.
was written?
I'm gonna
What
read it
book
again.
was
I'm gonna
written?
read it again. I'm gonna go through it
Okay,
again.
whenever you're done.
Because I
You
got
read
time.
that already. You
Because I
already
got
did
time.
it.
Don't worry about it. Ka lecha meri la sefer. Take for you a scroll of a book. Wechatab ta'aleya. You should write upon it. Ithko handebarim. All of these words. What words? Shedibar tielecha, which I spoke to you. Which words did you speak to me? Al Israel, upon Israel. The Torah, no. The prophets, no. Decrees or whatever these, no. Upon Israel, with Al Yehuda. Or upon Judah, the Torah, no. With Al Kol Hagoyim, and upon all the nations. Mi Yom Dibar Tielecha, from the day that I spoke to you. Me Yoshiyahu, from the days of Yoshiyahu. Talking about the king that we're going to go back to in chapter 1. I'm going to show you again. Way Ad Hayom Azeh, until this day.
So what is? Can I see what was written? These words. Where do I find?
Yeah,
it?
the words that God spoke to Jeremiah from the time of Josiah the king. So let's go back to chapter 1.
So where? Just tell us where it is. What region
It's
it is.
in his book, bruh.
Okay, so it's Jeremiah 1 to 25. Am I correct?
It's the whole book of He's writing the whole book.
Okay,
So,
beautiful.
1
Now,
second.
can we go back to the
One
verse I
second.
took you
No,
to?
we're going to go back because
Took
you
us
asked me a question.
Whole long
You
time
asked-
to get to exactly what I said that he was writing Jeremiah.
You said he was writing the Torah and the prophets.
Called it Torah. You refuse to use the Torah the way the Chabad use it. That's fine.
Man,
He wrote
this
the
guy.
book of
you can't
Jeremiah.
be
Now let's
serious, bro.
see what
You can't
happened to
be
the
serious.
scroll of God's word in
You
when Baruch rewrote
One
it.
second, you keep on trying to storm past this. You said the scroll of God was the Torah, then you said it was the rest of the books of the prophets. Which one is it?
Yes,
You don't
so
know the
Jeremiah.
That don't work here, bro. I'm trying to
Jeremiah,
hey,
you
bro, that don't
disagree?
work here. That don't work here.
You
It don't
disagree
work
with
here.
Chabad. That's fine.
I don't care about what Shabbat is talking about.
Thank
I'm
you.
talking about what the book is
Okay.
talking about right here in front of us.
Okay.
What did
Beautiful.
he write?
Jeremiah.
Okay.
Do we agree on that?
So he didn't write the Torah and he didn't write the prophets.
He didn't write the Torah, the Tanakh. He didn't write the
He
didn't write
did,
the Torah.
no,
Beautiful.
he did not write
He didn't write
the
the Torah. Beautiful.
No, he did
According
not
to
write
your
the
use
Torah.
of the word Torah, he didn't write the Torah. That's fine.
Where is the word Torah in the verse?
According to Chabad, Jeremiah the prophet is part of the Torah. According
Hey,
to you,
bro,
it's not. No
you
problem.
you really wasting my
Okay,
time.
so he wrote
bro.
Jeremiah. We agree on that. He wrote Jeremiah. Now let's see what happened to what he wrote in the verse I gave you. Stop
Okay,
running.
throw it in the fire.
You wanted
Yeah.
to be the Torah.
No
Okay,
problem.
and
Let's
then
read-
what
let's read it.
happened
Let's
when
read it.
Baruch
Let's read
rewrote
it.
it?
Let's
Let's
read
see
it.
what
Let's read
happened
it.
when Baruch
Go
rewrote
ahead.
it.
Go to verse 36. Now start at
Okay,
3.
can
Go
we
ahead.
read it at last? Bro, it
Yeah,
took
go
such
ahead.
a long time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Come on,
God bless you.
Shabbat. This guy, man. Go.
And let's read it. You can run
Yeah,
so
go, bro.
long, but you can't run forever.
Go, bro. I'm here. Go. You got it. You want the big
He
screen?
will have. No, I'll read it
Yeah.
to you.
Here. No,
It's
that's
the
fine.
same
I'm gonna give you
thing.
the big screen.
So Jeremiah took. Beautiful. Okay, use the big screen. Hold on. What's all these new things I'm seeing over here? Camera. Turn around. Beautiful. Here we go. So we go down to. Oh my God, my thing flipped. Sorry, my thing flipped. It does this sometimes. Is it flipped? No, it's not. Beautiful. It's going backwards. Anyway,
I got
so Jeremiah
about,
took
I got
another
about 10,
scroll.
15 more minutes too. If you
So
can hear me.
Jeremiah took another scroll and gave it to the scribe Baruch, son of Neriah, And as
Where
Jeremiah
you at? Where
dictated,
you at?
Baruch wrote,
Can you hear me, bro?
verse 32. Yeah, can you hear me?
No. So you in chapter 36, verse 32?
Verse 32, yes.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
And Baruch wrote on it all the words of the scroll that Jehoiakim, king of Judah, had burned in the fire, and many similar words were added to them.
Okay. So what's your point?
Many similar words were added to them.
Okay, what's your
My
point?
point is, according to my standards, this is corruption. According to
You
yours, it
finish?
may not be corruption. According to mine, this is corruption.
Let me know when you finish.
Islamically, I'm done.
Okay, so when a document is burned, that's corruption.
When you add more words, it's corruption.
Okay, all right. So who adds these words? Is it the prophet Jeremiah himself or somebody else?
Whoever it is, these are not the words of God. Similar words were added to them.
Hey. Wayirmiyahu lakat mejilah aheret. So Jeremiah took another scroll. Wayitenah il Baruch ben Neriyahu ha-sofer. And he gave it to Baruch, the son of Neriyahu, the sofer, the scribe. Waychtob aleya mipi Yirmiyahu. And he wrote upon it, according to the mouth of Jeremiah, Ethko dibre ha-sofer, all the words of the book. Shesarah Yehoiakim Melech Yehuda Ba'ish, which Jehoiakim burnt in the fire. So who wrote these words? Who authored these words that were added?
Jeremiah.
Hey, is
And
Jeremiah
many more
corrupting?
words were
Hold
added.
on,
We
one
don't know
second.
who added the more words.
Slow down. Is Jeremiah corrupting his own text?
It says,
Because he
this is
added
no
words
longer
to
the words
his
of
own
God.
text.
This is no longer the words of God. Many more words are added than the words of God.
Hey. Is Jeremiah a prophet?
Yes.
Does he speak with God?
Yes.
Does God give him revelation?
Yes.
So when Jeremiah writes something down, if it's added words, who are the words coming from?
From Baruch or Jeremiah, not from God.
No, it's coming from Jeremiah. So Jeremiah is no
different
longer a
book now.
prophet. So Jeremiah is no longer a prophet.
It's prophetic words, but it's not
Hey,
the direct
is
words of
Jeremiah
God.
no longer a prophet?
Hey, it's prophetic words or Baruch's words, but it's not the words of
Hey,
God anymore. It's not. It's a different
does
book.
Jeremiah teach the words of God?
Is
Does
this
he
the
speak the
same
words
book
of
or a
God? What is a
different book?
prophet? What does it not be? Does he speak the words of God or his own desires?
He should speak only the words of God. He
Hey,
should not
did
add
Jeremiah
words to
speak from
it.
his own desires or did he
I don't,
speak the word of
bro.
God?
I understand this is fine for you. If we had this in our paradigm and the
No.
prophet now added more words,
Don't cop out. Don't
I'm
cop
sorry,
out. Is
bro. I'm
Jeremiah
just telling
a
you, like,
prophet of God?
yes, you're
Have
beginning
the
to speak Christian
conversation.
right now.
Have a conversation. Is
Oh my
Jeremiah a
God.
prophet of God?
A prophet does not add to the words of
Hey,
God.
is Jeremiah a prophet of God?
Yes, but whatever is written here is mischievous.
If he's a prophet of God, who is he communicating with?
This is mischievous. That's all I'll say.
Who is
You can
Jeremiah
accept whatever
communicating
you
with?
read.
Who is Jeremiah communicating with?
This text says
Who is Jeremiah communicating with? I
Baruch.
told you I don't play them games, bro. Who is Jeremiah communicating with?
With or to?
Who is he communicating with and to? Whoever you want to put it.
Baruch.
Is he
the
speaking
scribe.
to God?
No, to Baruch at this point. There's no other evidence.
The words that he tells Baruch to write, where does he get those words from?
Huh?
The words that he gives to Baruch,
I
where did
don't
he get
know. It's
those
not
words
stated
from?
right here.
Hey,
it's a
I'm
new
gonna
book.
I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna go back up to the
It's a
earlier,
new
the same
book
chapter.
now. It's not
Hey,
the
I'm gonna
same
tell.
old
Hey,
book.
hey. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go.
You're just coping
because
right
I
now.
told you I don't play these games. And it came to pass in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, the king of Judah, that the word came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, "Hey, who's speaking to Jeremiah?"
In the beginning, this is God. And
Hey,
God said, write these words
God
down.
said, "Take a book and write in all the words that have spoken into you."
Yes, and he did so.
Okay, and then after that, Jeremiah adds things. Correct?
After that, they burned the book.
Hey,
When they wrote it
no, the
again,
book was no, the book was burnt first. This is the second one he's writing. He's taking another book.
He didn't.
You ain't know that? Come on, man. You got it. Hey, man. Hey,
Call
man.
it a class. Hey, this is a class, man.
This is a class, bro. This all this is right now. So they burnt the first book. Then he got another book. That's why it says. Then Jeremiah took another roll.
Yes, because they burned the book.
So if Jeremiah took another scroll, and he's writing upon it more words, these more words are coming from who?
I don't
God.
know. And I don't know
You
if
don't know.
he's
You
the
don't
one or
know.
Baruch is hiding it. You can,
Hey
I mean, you
man.
can,
Hey man.
you can
Hey
cope however
man.
you want with it, but something is
Hey
being
man.
added to the words of
Hey
God.
man.
He,
Hey
he
man.
just want to stick to his script, bro. This is
Hey
I
his
mean,
man. He
book.
want to stick to.
we are reading it
He
in
want to
front
use
of us.
he want to use the book of Jeremiah
We
when
are
it's
literally
convenient for him.
reading it right in front of us.
Right.
You want to use?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you're right. You're right, bro. We are reading it right in front of us, and you are
Even
showing your colors.
what
You
we are
are.
reading
You're
is
not
more
doing good.
words. What we are
You're
reading
not
is
doing
more
good.
words because this is
Hey, what's
explanation
the
of
more
what
words that he
happened.
added? Hey, what's
What
the
we are
more words
reading
that he
is
added?
more words.
Hey, what's the more words
Is
that he
this
added?
what God said? What are we
Yeah.
reading about the incident?
Yes. Yeah.
What we are reading is more
Yes.
words right in the chapter that is supposed
Hey,
to be the words of God.
hey, brother. When it says we're old, no safalehem debarim rabin kahema. When it was added more words upon them, like these are the words of God because it's coming by the way of the prophet. Why? Be from his mouth to who? Baruch the scribe. So you're going to say one or two things here. You're going to be a kafir and call Jeremiah a false prophet, and I'm going to boot you off the stage. Or you're going to be honest and say Jeremiah spoke to God and his scribe Baruch wrote down his words and added more when God told him to. This only
Well,
one too.
can you first show me that when it says, and many similar words were added, that it was by Baruch or by Jeremiah? Can you prove that it's
Hey, I'm
Jeremiah
going to
who
read the
added
verse
the
to you.
words?
I'm going to read the verse to you again. The same verse. I'm not going to go anywhere.
Now you want to
Yirmiyahu.
Jeremiah.
One second. Yeah, I'm going to read the same verse. Well, Yirmiyahu lakat mijilat ahereth. So Jeremiah, Hanabi, Allah Hashalom, peace be upon him, took another scroll, Waitena, and he gave it, talking about the scroll, to who? Il Baruch ben Neriyahu Hasofer, to Baruch, son of Neriyahu, the scribe. So Jeremiah took a book. He took a book and he gave it to his scribe, and he said, "Waichtob aleya," and he wrote. Who? The scribe wrote upon it. Upon what? The scroll. Mi pi Yirmiyahu, from the mouth of Jeremiah. Mi pi means mean, from. You understand that in Arabia, and the mouth pay.
Mm-hmm.
The word pay means mouth.
He wrote from his mouth. Go
Origin of
ahead.
speak. One second. I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Get all
I'm
of
not
them.
finished.
Okay?
I'm not finished. I'm about to read the whole verse for you, so you don't ask me the same question where he get these words from. So he got them from the mouth of Yirmiyahu, Ethko Dibre Hasifer, all the words of the book. Shesarah Yehoiakim, which Yehoiakim burnt Melech Yehuda Baesh with a fire. Weho Nosaf Alehem Debarim Rabin Kahena Hema. And there were added, besides them, many like words. By the mouth of who? Jeremiah, because he's a communication with who?
Where did you read that? Where did you read by the mouth of Jeremiah?
Okay,
I didn't
let me
see
go
that
back
in
to
what you
it.
read.
I'm gonna tell you to it. Waichtob aleha, and he wrote upon it, talking about the scroll, feminine. Mi pi Yirmiyahu, from the mouth of Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
The mouth of Jeremiah.
Keep reading.
All the words.
Mm-hmm.
The book which Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, had burned in the fire. And there were added, and
They were
from the
added
mouth of Jeremiah,
besides.
and
No, it
from the
doesn't
mouth
say
of
that. You're adding that. You're adding that. You're corrupting the book. Where did you read that? It says, and there were added many more words. Who did that? Don't add to the scripture, bro.
Hey, bro, it's been nice, bro. Yo, you got to be hard pressed. You got to really be hard pressed to sit here and separate these two.
And he wrote the words, and there were added many more words.
What does the word "and" mean?
And means additionally.
To what?
He wrote
to the
what
previous
Jeremiah
clause?
dictated, and
hey,
many more words were added.
Is this going with the previous clause?
It does not attribute the author to the previous clause. It doesn't.
Hey, do you know what an
many
independent
more
clause
words were
is?
added.
Do you know what an independent clause is?
No, teach us.
An independent clause is a clause that can stand alone. Do you know what a dependent clause is? A
It's
dependent clause.
but it does not mean.
A dependent. One second. A dependent clause is a clause that can stand alone. It needs support to make it make sense. So, for an example, if we look at this word here, by ish, we have an etna here. This is a clause separator. So this is going to be a clause, and then after this is going to be another clause. So if we read from down to the point where fire, would this be an independent clause or a dependent clause?
Whatever you want it to be. But can I give an example?
No, and it's not whatever I want it to be. This is why scholarship makes sense. Shalom, Mahi. Shalom, elder.
I'm
The
not tracking. I
word,
don't know what it
no,
is.
we're going to have to track. You're going to have to track. You're going to really lock in and focus. All right, so an independent clause is this clause here. It could stay on its own. However,
Okay.
if we took the rest of this out and we read this part alone, for an
Okay.
example, there
Yeah, it's
were
dependent.
added besides unto them
It's dependent.
many like words.
Right. It's
So
dependent.
so it's dependent. So it depends on this clause here.
Yes.
So
now,
how will we
can I speak?
find out where 1 second and then you can go. How will we find out where these words came from if this
Not
is the
not
dependent
directly.
clause?
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
I'm asking you
That's
where
an
will we
assertion.
find out? I'm
There's
asking
no
you
way
where
to
we find
find
out.
out because it's not indicated. And I'll give you an example.
All right, brother.
That
Go ahead.
last
You got it.
sentence could have been, and then he covered it and sealed the book. It doesn't mean Jeremiah told him to do that. That dependent clause could have been, and then he bound the book. You say that means Jeremiah told him to
Where it
bind the
said that
book.
he bound the book? Where did it
I'm
say
giving
that?
you an
Where did it
example.
say
You
that?
could replace that
Where did
and
it say
with,
he bound the book?
you can replace that and many more words were written with a lot of other dependent clauses that were conducted by the scribe. You could replace and many more words were added to with and he bound the book, and you'll say that means Jeremiah told him to
Hey,
bind
what's the
the
word
book.
for bound the
bind
book in this verse here? What's the
I'm
word for
giving you
bound the book?
example to let you know that the dependent clause does not necessarily mean it was dictated by the
And
initial
that
author.
that only works in your head, not in
Just
scholarship.
look at the example.
No,
Replace
no.
and
There's
many
no
more
example.
were
There's
added
no
with,
example.
and he
There, no,
bound the book.
listen. You didn't know what
Or
an
he took the
independent
book to the
clause or
governor.
dependent clause was. I had to explain it to you. So
It's
now you're
just
trying to
basic,
say.
bro.
So now you're trying to tell me that the dependent
Refute
clause.
my argument.
Listen, I am. Listen.
Okay, refute
You're
it.
trying to
If
tell me. You're trying
that
to tell me.
dependent clause was, and he
I
took the
already
book to the
refuted you.
governor.
You're not even saying anything. I'm just showing you. Again, this is a lesson. You didn't know what an independent clause was. I had to teach you what it was. Now you're trying to tell us that the independent clause doesn't need the independent clause. So yeah, right. It's funny. It is funny, right? It's so funny, and because he
That's
thinks
what
that this
they
clause,
do, bro. Oh
he
my
think this
god.
clause, he think this clause has nothing to do with this clause, and he's going to completely separate them, even though this one is dependent on this one, and say that these words didn't come from the mouth of Jeremiah, that the book was sealed some type of way, and this actually means that somebody added on to after that.
Boy, I
Can you refute
mean,
my
it's
argument?
already
Ridiculous,
cooked when they go into
Can
a
you
book
refute my
that's more
argument that the
authoritative.
dependent
I don't
clause
know
could
what's
have
wrong
been
with
he
you.
sealed the
You've been
book?
refuted all
He
day
took
since
the
you got
book
on
to
my
the governor.
stage.
You've not. You're just coping.
Okay.
All you do is
Well,
cope.
if you think I'm coping, I'll let the
And
people
you
know.
run from the verses and you cope.
Okay. All right. That make you
That's
feel
all
better?
you do. When it
Does that
says
make you feel better?
the scribes have written lies, you say, you didn't even answer
Hey,
that. You
hey,
ran from that. You
Renegade,
didn't even
please come
answer
up,
what lies the
please.
scribes wrote in the Torah.
Bro, I'm about to go, bro. I
Let
gotta go.
Renegade up one time.
I gotta go.
Hey, Hebrew, hey, make me a mod, man, so I can see the clips, bro.
Yeah, I'm a how do let me see. Yeah, I do that. Hold on.
Hey,
Let me
make
get
me a
this.
mod. Hey, Renegade, come up for 1 second before you get off, bro. Oh man, you did.
Man, it's ridiculous. Hey, how do I do that? How do I add hosts or whatever? What do I do?
Oh,
Because I'm gonna forget if I don't do it
he
right now.
said he said he didn't know what it was, and then he tried to tell him what it is. Oh, bro, I'm done, man.
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm done.
Telling you,
Hey,
man. I
Renegade, you
don't do
gotta
it.
come on this one time before. Hey, chop it up with the brothers, man, and Faith for a second, man. Like this is, bro. Oh my god, that was hilarious, bro. He said, hey, Renegade, he didn't know what it was. He bro, they gonna try to tell you out of the.
Man, it's crazy out here in these streets, man.
I'm done, man. I can't believe it, man. Like it hit different from you because you speak it, bro. But with me, like it's different. It hit too different. Like with me, I mean, they already cut. Like you're not
He,
finna go to a book.
he said that boy Jeremiah first he wrote the 5 books and then he wrote the whole
The
all of the
whole
prophets.
he
And
said he
then
wrote all the prophets.
and then we had to narrow that down to just to the book of Jeremiah itself. And then he still couldn't even manage that, bro.
Yeah, he's still looking right now. Oh my god.
But
Oh,
he ain't gonna
hey,
never find none of that.
Why y'all doing him like that, man? That belt hurt already, man. Chill, bro. I just asked AI. It said no. The Hebrew leaves the agent of the addition genuinely
man,
open,
what's an
and that
AI?
ambiguity is worth being precise about. The grammatical point you're pressing on is correct.
All right,
It doesn't
bro.
necessitate that the more words were
Hey, bro.
dictated by
If that's what you
Jeremiah.
need
You're
to tell
just
yourself,
coping, and
bro.
I'm looking at all of you laughing at yourselves.
Hey, bro. If that's what you need to make yourself sleep better, no problem, bro. No problem. You got it, bro.
Bro,
No, you guys with the Torah,
hey, renegade,
you guys
man.
have to
Hey,
cope.
Hey,
hey, hey,
somebody play the
hey.
saxophone right
So
there.
Hey, I just want to. Do you read the Quran at Arabiya? I just want to see something real quick. I want to see. I want to put that same thing you just said
everybody has to read
to.
it in Arabic, bro.
Okay, so you read the Quran in Arabic. All right. So you are familiar with, for an example. Let me find. So you are familiar with this sign here.
Of course.
What is this sign?
Hold on, man. I don't have my glasses.
How you gonna say of course and you can't even see it?
Arabic. I don't know Arabic, man. Esoteric, son. You gotta drop,
Hold
bro.
on
You
one
gotta get
second,
up
Brenda.
out of
This
it.
is really important. This is really important because he just said some nonsense about the book of Jeremiah. So what is this sign right here, brother?
he said,
What is
"What is
this
this?
sign?
Yeah, I know that, boy. What is that?
Daga
What is
Aleph.
that? Let me
What?
get.
The Daga Aleph?
Look, this one right here. What does this indicate?
What does it indicate?
Yeah,
Oh, let him
The
ask
the
AI
the,
real
the
fast.
Alamat al Waqf marks.
this mark right
Yeah.
here.
Stopping is better. Yeah, that's where you can stop when you're reading.
Okay, you
It's
stop.
better
Why
to
do you
stop
stop? Why do you stop?
because you need to pause. That's like a disjointed area,
Is
so
that a
you need to
clause?
pause.
So
Yeah,
so
it's the end of a clause. You gotta
so if I
stop.
say
Stop in the
mina
middle.
qablu hudan lil nasi wa lanzala what's this
Al Quran.
furkan.
Furqan.
So I
And
will
then
pause
stop.
here.
Stopping is better.
I will pause here,
Pause.
right?
It's better to pause. Yeah.
Is it better to pause or do I have to
It's
pause?
better to pause. When you
Okay,
have a
let's go.
gym, you stop.
Now, yeah, now let's go to that one. And let's go to that one. So you indicated there that there's a pause there. Since there's a pause, that's a clause. Now let's look at this one. What does this one indicate?
Yeah, there you stop.
There you
Must
stop. Why do you stop here? You have no choice but to stop here, right?
Yeah, because otherwise
Hey,
you're gonna.
Mikael, and Mishael, pay very close attention to this. So you have to stop here. This is close to the Etna for the people who read Hebrew. All right, this pause is here. For an example, in the book of Jeremiah, the verse that he's talking about, it has Etna on Baesh. So you pause here. Okay? No different from the gene here. Pause here. Hey, so does this clause after this has anything to do with the first clause?
No.
No, I'm asking him.
What are we
And
reading?
the clause that this is a one verse, right? This is 3:6. I'm in Surah 3, ayah 6. When you stop at this word here, that's the first clause, right? So would this clause be independent or dependent?
It's which one is that? Is that the collar or the
This
gym?
3:6. This 3:6. I don't know
I
if
know,
it
but
is.
I can't see which mark you have between.
Well, I had the mark on he wills.
Would that be?
Yeah,
Yasha.
this one you have to stop. Yes, you have
Okay,
to
I'm
stop.
asking you. This is a clause.
So
Then,
it's
if
this. Yeah, so it ends.
Would
It
that be
ends
an
there.
is
independent
it
clause?
independent or dependent clause?
Yeah, go, baby.
Independent.
Would that be dependent or
Okay,
no?
he said it's independent.
Yeah,
I
that
thought it
will
was
be
dependent.
independent. When you have the
It
full
is he who
stop,
forms you from the womb. However, he wills.
full
Period.
stop. It's
There is
independent.
no deity. So this is an independent.
Yeah.
There is no deity except him, the exalted, the mighty, and the wise.
That's it.
If we just had this
We
verse
can
right here,
stop it. Yep, it's enough.
if 1 second, if we just had this part right here and we eliminated the first part, would this verse be complete?
Yeah, it will be, I mean, it will not be a complete verse, but it will be a complete statement.
It would be a complete statement, but not a complete verse.
Yeah.
However, in order to complete the verse, we must do what?
You must add it to the other clause.
Even though we stopped, correct?
Correct.
So again, everybody, as you just heard him admit, we stop here. This clause before fire, is our independent clause. This is
The
our
added
gene.
material is
One
no sap,
second,
a
one
nifal,
second, one
passive
second,
perfect.
one second,
No
one
agent
second.
is named. Bro, you're
Oh
just
my
coping.
goodness,
And my
bro.
AI has broken down that
Stop
sentence. No
panicking.
agent is named to the added
Stop
material. I'm reading
panicking.
it right
You
here from my AI.
already walked
Give me
us
big
through it.
screen, I'll show you.
You
Hey,
walked us through it
make
already.
me a mod, Doc. I'm about to just
You
go ahead
already
and just
did. Already
regulate.
did. It's cool. Already did. We already know. You just admitted. When we pause, the same with the gene, that is indicates the independent clause. That's a complete thought. It's not a complete verse, but it is a complete thought. However, we don't need the second clause in that to know about the first clause in relation to the Quran. But it's all one complete thought. So here, same manner. One thought, and then to complete that thought is the dependent clause, talking about what was written by the mouth of Jeremiah. But I'm gonna let y'all go, bro, because I don't even know what he.
I guess I can't respond. That's okay if I can't
Yeah,
respond.
I'll let you respond and then I'll go. Go ahead, bro.
Thank
You
you.
need a big screen?
So if I say, no, I don't.
You need a big
If I told the person,
Okay.
I went to my wife and my wife I gave her the bag and she took the bag to the market. You are going to say, because her taking the bag is dependent on mine, whatever she does with the bag is what I told her to do. That's literally what you're trying to say, because it's dependent, meaning it's linked to the writing, but the activity, no agent, and my AI says, and the added material is no sap. A nifal, passive perfect was added. No agent is named. The phrase drops the mi pi yeremahu qualifier entirely. So even though it's linked to the writing, no agent is said, and you can cope as much as you want. Thank you.
My bad. Was that it? Can y'all hear me?
From the same right over.
Let me say this.
Yeah,
So let's go
yeah.
over those. You said some grammar things there. So let's pull that grammar back out. You said when the nifal or no saf is used, what? Say that again. Let's grammatically go through this.
The added material is no sap. A nifal, passive perfect,
Okay,
was
stop.
added.
Stop right there. Hey, if something is passive, does that indicate that something had to be the cause of it?
It's connected to it. It's connected to
Hey,
it.
how was it? All right, it's connected to what?
It's connected to what is happening. It's connected.
All right, so what's happening before this?
He's dictating and he's writing. He's writing.
Who's dictating? Who's dictating? Who's writing?
Jeremiah is dictating. Baruch is writing.
Okay,
So
so
this
when the
connection.
nifal, when the nifal passive is used, that means somebody had to be the one causing it to happen, correct?
Yes, he's dictating. He's writing.
Okay, so you grammatically refuted yourself. Thank you.
But the dependent can say and
Done.
connected. He
Done.
wrote lies. He
Done.
can say and he
Hey,
wrote
hey,
lies.
listen.
You can add anything
let's
connected.
Meditate. Let's meditate
I'm
on that. Let's
dictating your
meditate
writing,
on
but
that.
what did I
Let's
write? I
meditate
added
on
stuff.
what just happened.
You wrote lies. It's connected. But while you were dictating, I was writing lies. It's connected, but I'm writing lies.
Let's just
You
meditate.
just don't get it.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
I
You got to
Let's
cope.
just
I
meditate
understand.
on.
You got to
Okay, no
cope.
problem. You're just saying it's lies. You're saying it's lies. You're saying it's lies. Okay, let's just meditate on what happened. Okay, whether if you're saying it's lies or not. What you just showed is that the word nosaf is a nifal passive. When you have something in the passive, that means somebody's causing the thing to happen, right? Actively. And just like you said, the person that is actively causing it to happen is by the mouth of Jeremiah and by the pen of his scribe Baruch. So when it says nosaf, they were added it. Who are the people adding it? Jeremiah.
No agent is
Baruch.
mentioned. This is what AI said.
The agents are right here.
It's
Jeremiah
not mentioned
and Baruch
there.
are the
Bro, you're
agents.
coping. It's all right. I know you have to survive with your Torah. It's
That's
okay.
why.
You
Hey,
can
I
agree
know what
to
I'm
disagree.
talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And that's what you're struggling, right? Because you don't know how to deal with the nifal verse. Then you don't know what it means. You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have said that weak ass shit on ChatGPT. That didn't help you.
I paid
do this,
$200
bro.
a month for this AI. This AI is
bro,
top tier, bro.
I do this every single day of my life.
So
you talking
refute it
about
with any of my
I
examples.
just did. I've refuted you.
And Baruch
I
wrote
just refuted
lies
you.
while he wrote. Is
Hey,
that
I just
is that
refuted you.
dependent?
Hey, there's no lies here. You're adding that. I just refuted you.
Many more words.
You said
I'm replacing it with
nifal.
lies.
You said the
Many
nifal
false
indicated
words.
there's no agent. You said nifal indicated there is no agent. When the nifal is passive, meaning that there has to be an active agent, which is why it's passive. You're refuted. You're done. You don't know who you're talking to.
No.
Hey, peace, man. My
A
phone going
passive is not
real quick.
agentless. It is
Hey,
agentless in
man, it's over
naming.
with, bro.
Something
It's
got
over with.
added.
I
Someone
got.
added it. The verse does not
All
say
right,
words
cool. I
appeared.
got you, bro.
It says they were
I
added.
got. It don't say. Hey, do it say false words in this
That
verse?
requires an adder.
Hey, do it say false words in this verse?
No,
And
it
who is the
don't.
agent? The agent is Baruch.
Hey, do it say false words in the last clause? Do it say he added false words?
Many more words.
Hey, did it say false words?
No, it didn't. I give you an
All
example.
right,
It
bet.
could
All
have
right,
said
bet. All
false,
right,
and
that's
it would
it.
still be the same sentence.
One.
But
You
you
know,
gotta
open another
cope.
live
You
or something.
have
I
to
gotta
cope,
go
and I
work from
understand.
home.
Nah,
You
I'm
don't
a,
have a
I'm a,
perfect
Yeah,
cope.
yeah, hold on,
we got
wait.
you.
I'm a keep it a band. So, just being honest, based off of what I've been hearing, every single thing that you said, the brother has shown you with clear understanding as far as what it's supposed to mean. And even some of the stuff that he said, you agreed with and confirmed exactly what he was saying. And you're still saying that he's got it wrong.
Are you tracking the conversation though?
Yeah,
We
everybody
can
tracking,
continue
bro.
this
I've been
another day when
everybody.
he has time.
That's it, bro.
When he
I'm
has
gonna keep it.
time, I'll